Wait. Okay, yeah, welcome back to No Name for Now. This episode of No Name for Now is sponsored by Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is much better than Discord.
Oh yeah, much better.
I mean, it's not horrible. We used it for a while and it was fine.
Want to know what's the best?
Skype.
What?
Yeah,
Skype.
Skype.
Skype's amazing.
No,
Just kidding. We
Mumble?
need to play D&D via carrier pigeon.
Guys, can we just
Oh,
use
God.
the Mumble server from now
Here,
on?
join my TeamSpeak server real quick.
Guys, add me on MySpace.
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. Instagram Live.
Now you've
Instagram Stories.
got both the octopus hat and the survivor bandana.
I'll be ready to play in a second. I'm just kind of tangled up in wires.
How much are those bandana things? Buffs, whatever they call them. You're not too busy getting the eyeballs as close to the webcam as possible. Alright, that's enough.
It's never enough.
Didn't even answer my question.
What question?
What was the
How much are-
question?
How much are the Kasaya buffs?
I forget. It was like $20 or $30.
As
a
he
lot
keeps
of
putting
money.
his eye into the camera. Oh gosh.
Oh, I need to stop now because I have a touch screen and my nose is touching the screen.
Holy cow! Why are it's like a piece of cloth? Why is it so expensive?
Because it's freaking amazing.
Hmm.
I actually do like end up using it a lot when I go when I go out into the woods and shit, just like as a face mask
I see.
for gang activities. So are we gonna play D&D or?
Who plays D&D?
I think Peaky's something or another. I hear him.
Hello?
I hear. Hello.
Why don't anything?
Oh God, you are like shifting into both my ears. Yeah, we could hear you for a second.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you... Oh.
Oh.
Rip. It's a nice chin you got there.
Ooh.
Oh, I better get Josh real quick. I'm gonna get him to take a screenshot. He turns off the webcam.
Oof. I mean, if you want to find a picture of
Ooh,
Rob, you just gotta go through all the things in the Skype chat.
I can get a Bazinga Big Bang Theory fleece throat blanket.
Who did this?
Who did what? What do you
Oh, I can hear. I can hear things.
Hey,
Am I really loud?
No,
No.
you're fine.
No,
Okay, cool.
you're welcome, Rob.
hey. Okay, first thing Eric is going to do as part of the session is he's going to stab Dimble to death.
Excuse
Okay.
me.
Roll
I
and
was
attack
just
roll.
paying respects to Sherry.
Actually, I'm going to persuade him to get stab wounds.
Boy.
Oh, I'm not very persuasive when it comes to saying stab yourself. Am I?
There we go. I was just splitting my Google Hangouts and Roll20 so both can be seen on the same screen.
Makes sense.
Bongo, I'm using my 30 persuasion to convince you to stab yourself.
Yeah, about that. Not gonna happen.
Would it happen
Okay,
if I
so-
rolled a natural 20?
No. Yeah, so what happens is you've just defeated 2 ships of people, and you flew down to the planet, realized that it's relatively safe, and you were just about to set off to go towards the palace, choosing who was going to go and who was going to stay behind.
You're trying to erase it by drawing over it with the same color.
So, what's going to happen?
I'm gonna go towards the castle.
Okay, is anyone else going to join him?
I will join him.
Is everyone going, basically?
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
so. Maybe
We're leaving
Lila
a
or
couple
something.
people behind, though, right?
we're leaving Eric
Like
behind.
Lada
No,
or
no, no.
something.
Like, isn't Lotta staying behind or something?
Lata will stay behind, and I guess Sean will too. Goat. Okay, Goat's got it, apparently. So yeah, you start heading back towards the place. It takes you about an hour of walking. Is there anything in particular you want to do while you're walking, or are you just trying to get there as quick as possible?
I'm trying to get there as quick as
Eric will work on his whittling.
Okay. You talk to the wood and try to persuade it to be whittled, but it doesn't seem to want to whittle itself.
How did you get that color of blue? Is that a hex code you entered?
Wait, my blue?
Yeah.
Hey, no,
Yeah.
no, you need to undo that. You're covering up my satanic imagery now, and we can't have that.
So,
My hex code.
I'm going to the castle now. Me.
okay, everyone is going. Is there anything you want to do on the way there, or are you just sort of heading there quickly?
Just going there as fast as I can.
Okay. I take it everyone else is doing that?
Who's drawing the gray everywhere?
Bongo.
That's
Cool.
not me.
As you're walking, who's like at the front?
Me.
You, okay. You give me a perception check
Alright.
just as you're walking.
I
You're
still
getting
got-
pretty close, and you can see the area. You don't see anything out of the ordinary immediately, but you will still need to make a perception check. You just keep walking because you're getting pretty close to the outskirts of the main big city on your planet, and you walk flat into a wall, an invisible wall, and you fall flat onto the ground.
Good. Okay.
Good.
Can I see anybody inside? Nobody in front of me. It's
You
just,
don't
like,
see anyone.
path.
You're looking at the outsides of the city. You look throughout the buildings, but you don't really notice anyone in particular. Like, it seems to be empty. But
Communication-
you do recognize this. This is the emergency force field that goes like a dome around most of the city.
Does communication work at all still, or is it still broken?
All of your communications are down.
Crap. How do I? What do I know about this force field from my knowledge?
It's technically a wall of force, so it's completely indestructible. It can be dispelled, but it would take a lot of magical power to be able to dispel it.
Does anybody have like a flare gun or some sort of device
Okay,
that could alert
so
people?
there's a force field protecting the city. Yes,
Yes.
And if we want to get into the city, we need to destroy the city's protections.
No. We're not.
Effectively,
We look. I think we can flag someone down or do something to alert people that we're actually here.
What
Okay,
if we
yeah, let's
dig
do that
underneath?
instead of trying to take down the force field.
That's what I'm
Guys,
trying to do.
Guys, what if we
Does
dig?
Guys,
Dimble, as you say that, give me just a flat intelligence check.
This actually works.
You actually remember something. Last time you were here, you remember there being underground passageways where you fought those elementals and went through a crypt and ended up inside the city from outside the city. You're not sure if the force field would actually cover the underground, but you do know there are crypts going underneath the city.
All right, let's go, guys.
We can do that.
You're going to go walk to where this entrance was, this sinkhole. Okay, you start heading towards the sinkhole. It does take you quite a while, though. It is about an hour's walk away. Are you going to do it, though?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you still walk. You actually walk mostly back in the same direction, not quite to your ship, but near enough. And with a bit of looking around, you've got enough people that you're able to find your way back to this sinkhole, this large sinkhole. As you look, you actually see. Give me survival checks.
Survivor check. See if you win Survivor.
Yeah. Yeah, and with those two high checks, the two of you easily notice burn marks and small puddles of water, signs of elementals fighting in the area. So it's clear that your planet hasn't quite fully dealt with this elemental problem that's been going on. But they've definitely been more aware of it with all these. You see like marks of where they've probably been killed, or at least fights have happened. And you find your way back to this sinkhole.
Alright.
Okay.
can we remove the gray?
This gray is terrible. It's like laggy.
I like it.
Don't say that about Grey. That's mean.
Oh
What
my.
is this?
Can we erase everything? Good.
Oh! Literally everything. Except for like part
Except
of
the
the
tea.
turtle. And the fireplace is
TU
still here.
turtle. Delete it.
Our characters no
There
longer
we
exist.
go.
No, it's so big.
So yeah, you've headed to this sinkhole. Are you just gonna jump down into it?
Yeah, I think. I mean, how do we get into it last time? We just kind of jumped into it, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we just
jumped
went
into
in.
it.
All right, let's jump.
You jump in. The area guards need a little bit of convincing to jump down a sinkhole, but they do go with you. You all sink down to the bottom of this area, full of sand now from the sinkhole. But you do manage to. Yes, I think you did use Sparebot last time.
My lady,
and you
I
managed
appear
to
to be sinking.
My lady, I appear to be sinking. Yes, I am definitely sinking. It is without a shadow of doubt that I am half submerged in sand. Oh, no, never mind. Scratch that. 5/8 submerged. No, scratch that. 6/8 submerged.
That's 3/4?
Shaking my head. Doesn't know how to simplify fractions.
Can't simplify.
It's actually 12 16ths. Right? Yeah, 12/16ths.
Actually 24 30 seconds, 48 64s, 96 128.
Okay, just because you're good at math doesn't mean you have to like flex it everywhere. Okay?
192.
Yeah, I'm flexing my math skills.
256.
But yes, you do sink down to the bottom of this this crypt, and you manage to make your way back into the city area. You walk for a while, and as eventually you do think you've passed through the force field, so you do think it doesn't go underground, and you make your way in. As you get out into the city, you immediately see quite a lot of people because this crypt is in the center of this city. It's not quite in the grounds of the castle, but it's very close by. And you immediately see lots of people. Clearly, they've gotten people from the outer cities and pulled them all inside, and have been holding up from a siege, effectively. You don't see anyone you recognize, but some of the civilians and guards around this area sort of look at you coming in and are immediately taken aback until they realize who you are. And your group in whole is basically led straight into the castle, which seems to be very heavily fortified now. Guards are all around it, trying to protect who's inside. So yeah, is there anywhere you want to head as you're led inside this castle?
Yes, Erik will immediately go to the laundry room and take all of the blankets he can find.
You go towards the laundry room.
No, Eric's not actually doing
I know,
that.
I'm kidding.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to my parents because that's pretty important.
You head directly towards your parents. Is anyone following him, or because the area guards seem to sort of be awkwardly standing around, like waiting here?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll go with James.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. So it's basically everyone going with James.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone sort of head. Oh, and Lowen's waiting with the guards. Okay, the four of you head up to where James's parents usually are in the castle. You ask around a bit and figure out that they're in their bedroom. You head over there. On the way over there, you actually see a few figures waiting outside in a large hall. Some of the dwarves, the strongest looking dwarves. You also see 5 figures you recognize. You see Laura, you see Zook, you see Darius. You also see Kaji and Dwight,
Ooh.
and they're sort of waiting in this large hall area. But
I
they're
care the most about Darius.
huh?
I care the most about Darius being here.
But yeah, if you want to continue on to your parents'
Yeah, I'm
room,
gonna
you can.
continue on to the parents.
Okay, you head continue on. Anyone else continuing on, or are they waiting behind this group?
I will continue.
Okay.
I mean, Erik doesn't actually know that Darius has the body, right?
Nope, he doesn't. Astra does though.
Okay.
Well, Astra knows more about it than Erik does.
Erik would probably continue on as he would have no reason to talk to these people right now.
Okay. And what is Astra doing? Okay. Okay. Astra sort of waits behind. The three of you who are still heading towards James's parents' room. You head inside. They let the guards outside let you in, and you see your James. You see your mother and father. Your mother seems to be very a much sterner look on her face than you've ever really seen her before. And your father's laying down in bed. You can visibly see huge black scar marks across his left shoulder and arm, which looks like a pretty nasty burn.
You might want to get that checked out.
It's Dimble saying that.
No.
I made it.
As soon as they notice you're at the entrance room, your mother gets up and just runs over to you and is like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad you're safe. How did you get in here?"
The crypts.
She actually like sort of walks right past you and shouts towards the guards outside and is like, "We need people to block up the crypts if there's a weak point." And she's very like serious and very stern. She usually she usually doesn't talk much, but she seems to definitely be taking quite a leadership role right now.
What happened? What? I mean, they're here, but I mean, why?
Well, I don't really know. I suppose they figured out that we were starting some sort of rebellion somehow and wanted to deal with it. This battleship has been outside for days now. We can't hold up that much longer against this siege. We only have so much food.
Well, I mean, you get more troops, you get 2 more ships. I don't know if we could fight this thing, but I don't know if we have any other option than that.
Yes, I've been dreading it. I've been holding off as long as possible, but I'm afraid we will have to fight, and that's a scary thought. Especially your father, he was injured. when they first arrived.
How?
Well, you wouldn't believe it, but shot directly by a laser from one of the smaller ships.
Oh.
Wow. Well, oof.
Yes.
The other
Big
two ships are
oof.
gone, by the way. We destroyed them on the other side of the planet. And
Oh, that's good. That's a relief. They definitely were quite intimidating.
yeah, but this battleship's going to be much tougher.
There are many soldiers on that ship. It seems to be mostly a people carrier. Many soldiers, all branches of Arcana. Strange uniforms, though. A lot of them didn't even wear armor, but they seemed to be rallied and very organized. They originally came down, and when we put up the force field, they realized they could not enter, and so they retreated back to the ship and have been waiting outside ever since.
How many ships do we have? How much firepower?
Not enough to evacuate everyone.
But do we have enough to fight it?
Well, you know that we've never really had that much. We've never had air supplies that good. We never had those kinds of ships. We've always had ground troops. Never. We might have a few lying around just from the armies you've brought to us, but other than that, we have nothing.
So ideally, we want to fight them on the ground somehow.
Ideally,
If this thing's a people carrier, then it might just. They might just drop off their people. I don't know how.
it is a people carrier, but it is also a battleship. It can fire. It just seems to be not for some reason. I presume it's mostly. It's probably weaker than the other ships in terms of offensive capabilities, but they have a lot of soldiers on that ship. More than we could probably handle directly. I've even heard talk of an elite squad, but it's all rumors.
We have about 2 ships with us. It's more troops, but I don't know how we would fight a battleship that big.
We should save this for the strategy meeting. I've planned to meet with everyone in about half an hour to plan for the fight ahead. That this talk should be reserved for then. I should really go and prepare. I'm so glad you're safe. I'll talk to you then. And she leaves. You don't need to roll an inside check or anything. She's clearly very stressed out about this.
Yeah. I guess I'll go with my dad because he's like injured. Is he like sleeping?
He's
or
breathing.
passed out or
He's breathing, but he doesn't seem conscious.
All right.
It's a really nasty looking wound. It looks like they've tried healing him, but it doesn't seem to be having too much of an effect.
Just gotta heal him harder.
I think everyone would know generally, healing magic is good for fresh wounds and cuts and scrapes. It can heal them over, but deep scars and burn marks in particular, healing magic is less effective at dealing with them, especially if they didn't get healed immediately.
Okay. So, to solve this problem, Erik will murder James's father with a baseball bat so he's no longer injured.
No, I think he'd be
Okay,
more
make an
injured.
attack roll.
No. I will not let that happen.
It's too late. Erik already killed him. No attack roll needed.
It's canon now. Actually, it would be an automatic crit if you were attacking an unconscious person. So,
Yeah, let's not beat monarchs to death with baseball bats.
Are there any guards in here?
There aren't any in here, but there are 2 outside.
Oh shit, the coast is clear.
No, we're not killing anybody yet.
You're right, we're not killing just anybody, we're killing the king.
James,
No,
you must
this-
overcome
my
this
God.
despair so you can have greater hope.
We're killing your dad. It's fine.
Isn't that literally what? I'm pretty sure it's literally canon that like in the tragedy people murdered their parents. So like,
yeah, it is.
It is.
That
Yeah.
was in Ultra Despair Ghost.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I would not know that. Shaking my head. It's ruined forever.
Did you ever finish Danganronpa 2, by the way?
No.
No, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons now.
Dungeons and Dragons 2 Goodbye Sherry.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So no regicide. Not yet, at least.
Alright. So,
Who's Derek?
He's one of the people who is in the story of the Birth of Arcana.
Ah.
what do we do? I mean,
Wait, so if they're stealing up the crypts, that means we're stuck in here, right?
Yep.
James would know. They can disable the force field whenever they want, really, and re-enable it. It does take a minute to enable or disable, though.
Hmm.
what's with the
Plus, I don't think she said seal up the crypt. She basically just said make sure there's guards stationed at the crypt.
I thought she said seal them up, but
She maybe did. I don't know. But she meant canonically, just like make sure that things aren't coming through the crypts.
okay.
will the guards interpret that as
Yes,
okay?
Yes, because they know the intention. Because D&D.
exactly. D&D.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just wait, I guess. I mean, probably go talk to Astra. That'd probably be a good idea.
Okay. Meanwhile, Astra, you approach Darius. Are you saying anything particular? He seems to look you up and down. It's like, very well, but he doesn't speak it. He seems to communicate with you telepathically, and you hear in your mind very well. He doesn't seem to be moving, though. Yes. He clarifies. We can talk privately in our minds.
Man, that guy is such a dick. Alright, don't think of what you've just been looking up, Astra.
I see. Do you have any queries on it? I was made aware after the fact that she became a revenant. However, that was not my doing. No, unfortunately, I could not find it. Or rather, I could not recover it.
Somebody playing guitar badly in the background.
Oh, that's my sister. She's playing the ukulele.
Oh.
I've already done plenty for her. I brought her back to life. That's what all I could really do on the matter, without, of course, people sacrificing themselves. Granted, I can't do that anymore. Even if I could retrieve her body, it probably wouldn't be fresh enough. Unfortunately, anything else is beyond my power.
I just realized that Darius is probably an idiot.
Oh, why do you think that?
Because like within a few minutes of reading a book, Erik found true resurrection, yet he either doesn't want to share true resurrection or doesn't know it exists.
Wait, are you saying or anyone to him?
Why are there so many James?
Mime, are you saying or anyone to Darius? He speaks out. It's like, well, I can't speak for everyone. I'm sure there are powerful clerics who can do something, but I'm not a cleric.
What? No.
That was actually causing really bad lag for me. Okay, go explore. Bad, but not insurmountable. We have enough forces to potentially deal with theirs, although it would be a bloody mess on both sides. Admittedly, I didn't see the forces myself, but from what I've heard, they seem to be surprisingly organized. I can't shake the feeling that there's something off about them, the way they're described. It's like, I don't know how trained you are in military tactics, but you know it's very strange when such a diverse group of soldiers act so in sync.
Are they being mind controlled?
You're not there.
James busts through the door and walks straight up to Lime and Cherry. I mean, Astra.
Wait,
not
you walk
Laura.
straight up to Sherry? Impressive.
I'm in Astra and Laura. I get all confused with Lime and Cherry, you know. We're the same
All we
person.
needed to do to bring her back was just have James bust through a door.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Oh, like cherry? Oh, I get it.
Cheese smash, cherry pie.
You'll put limes or cherries in your fruit salad, though.
Cherries you can.
Wait, you don't put limes in fruit salad?
Limes you wouldn't quickly,
I've
put-
been
but-
doing it wrong.
but cherries you can. Like limes would be a bit. Limes are more like things you put on the side with meat or something like that.
I've been doing it wrong all this time.
Yes.
But yeah. Anyone else you want to talk to? Okay, you go up to them. Kaji seems to greet you quite warmly, moves up and hugs you. You can tell he's grown a little bit stronger. He's now wielding. Usually he wields a blowgun, but now he's wielding long claws, similar to Kaji's, but more curved, less long. These bladed claws.
Is he Wolverine?
Basically, well, Kaji was basically Wolverine. Dwight is like Babby Wolverine. Dwight basically regales the story. It's like, well, we basically left you to go hunt down this guy, and then we killed the guy, and it turns out the guy had a lot of money, so we bought a lot of things with the money, and then we lost a lot of the things, but we still have some of the things. We got a house, a space house.
Space house.
It is true. Yeah. It's like every anime ever, except it's not. Although, to be honest, that probably does apply to quite a lot of animes.
What?
I'm still a virgin traveling in space with a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, there has to be at the very least one or two space harem animes.
Yeah.
Let's look it up.
Some time passes after you talk to them, and you hear James's mother speaking out. It's like, everyone, it's time for the meeting. Please just head to the meeting hall, and everyone is sort of led to this one room, this large room, many seats around a large table. You all are sort of led in, even Loen from outside, with these airy guards. A few dwarves are there, airy guards. Basically, all of the prominent members, Laura and Zook and Kaji and Dwight. Everyone's all gathered there, and that's it. Basically, everyone you've gathered as fighters. Everyone takes a seat around the table. It's like, okay, now has really the time has come to discuss what we're going to do. We don't have enough food to last another few days, so we need to take action. Does anyone have anything they'd like to start this discussion off with?
Well, I mean,
What about
obviously
the
brought more troops here.
what about the
Got two
droid
more
attack
ships.
on the Wookiees?
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've got more troops here. In case you didn't notice, and 2 more ships.
Yes, this is surely going to help us, but what are we going to do? We need to make a plan. Either we fight them on a battlefield, or we fight them on their ship somehow. We just need ideas right now. Laura speaks up and it's like, I've looked around, but our scans are mostly busted up from the lasers. We can't really tell how many of them there are. Strangely, scans that do work seem to show there isn't much life on that ship, but they probably have some sort of cloaking device that makes it so it's harder to scan them. We're detecting like 10 life forms at max, which is definitely way fewer than the soldiers they have. And we've seen more than 10 soldiers.
They robot soldiers?
Laura seems to ponder it for a moment, and it's like, well, them being robotic would explain why they're so synchronized and uniform, but it wouldn't really explain why they all look so different.
They just had like a sim generator and then they hit the random button every time.
We don't have anything to blow the thing up with, like, easily.
No, unfortunately. What happened to your friend, the one who liked explosives?
He's on the ship.
Oh, he's back on the ship over
Where is the ship?
like an hour away.
Oh, well,
By the entrance to the caverns.
okay, I take it he'll be fine on his own. Luckily, they haven't been sending down soldiers to the planet, so he should be okay.
It was at that moment that they started sending soldiers down to the planet.
What's with the communication?
Lada and Sean were killed instantly.
What's with the stoppage of communication?
Well, Zook speaks up now, and he's like, "Well, that's probably just a scanner. Like, you can set up so many technology things that just interfere with radio transmissions. It's not that difficult to do. On that big of a scale, probably the only thing that would fit is it's something on that battleship. And yes, I would kill a pregnant woman. I'd stab a pregnant woman right in her pregnant belly.
Wow.
As a DM, of course."
Yeah, I was
Really?
about to say, ooh, you sound like you sound like the Game of Thrones people now.
I'd stab a pregnant woman right in her pregnant belly. You can quote that.
As opposed to her non-pregnant belly.
Always gotta have that double belly.
But yeah. Laura's like, well, honestly, I don't think we can beat them in a head-on fight. And if we do, we'd lose basically all of our people, as well as losing theirs.
Mm. Is there any way we can escape? I mean,
We could start evacuating people, but we don't have enough ships to cleanly evacuate that many people at a time. We could get maybe 20% of the population each trip, and sooner or later they'd catch on. Plus, where would we take them?
to my plant. Wait. I don't know. Away. There's. I mean, we were talking to the. What's the name of that place? The big place with all the gangs. It's the
Oh,
space station.
Black Steel Bazaar.
Yeah, we're talking to. We were just at the Black Steel Bazaar, and we kind of got allied with them, but I don't think we could bring everybody there. Wouldn't
It's
be a good idea.
from what you know of the place, it's pretty crowded and it's not a very organized place. It probably wouldn't have space or neatness. How big are the caverns underground? They're not huge. You could definitely hide quite a few people down there, though. Well, that would work if we had enough supplies to last that long, but they've been up there for longer than a week now. They're making no intention of leaving. Plus, if they have life scans, they'd be able to tell that we're here.
Mm.
Hmm. Laura, what do you know about
Wait.
these ships?
Didn't Sean say something about the big ship like not having complicated scanning?
The big ship doesn't have its own communications
Oh,
because it's got these communication blockers. It might have internal communication, but it wouldn't be able to like send an email all the way over to the other side of the universe.
Hmm. I mean, is there any weaknesses that the ship has that we know of? I mean,
Zook is like, well, we looked over the ship. There does seem to be two entrance ports. It wouldn't be out of the question to sneak a small ship onto their ship, but it would be risky.
Alright, let's do it.
I mean,
No risk, no reward.
I think every plan at this point is risky, and
Astra, risky, and I don't know her surname.
Oh, not.
It's actually Astra, risky, Nahasapima Petalon.
shoot the windows, easy peasy win.
Unfortunately, their windows would be Actually, they don't have windows. I don't think, because they'd see everything on monitors. Yeah, they wouldn't have any windows.
Dang it.
Well, there goes Eric's plan of just like a second 1 in a million shot to wipe out their bridge.
What if we were to kamikaze a ship into their ship?
It would go splat.
Yeah, that goes their
Their
plan.
ship is much larger than anything we have.
Could we launch the entire planet at them?
James's planet does have. James's planet has 2 small moons.
That's no moon.
Can we weaponize the moon?
Probably not, unless you have like massive means to do so.
Okay, so we need something massive to weaponize the moon.
Alright, guys. Can we build the Death Star? How long will that take?
Too long.
So, since we need something massive to push the moon,
Wait, guys. Can we just like Despicable Me this and just like shrink the moon?
What a
okay,
good
we need to think
idea.
of an actual solution.
Can we get
Using James's ego to push the moon probably won't work.
Oh, don't worry, guys. I have just the spell.
James, your mother seems to whisper something into your ear as you're talking. It's like, I never learnt how to lead people. I was taught different things, but I know that your father has taught you how to lead soldiers before. I will trust whatever your judgment is on this matter, but people need a decision to be made.
We
Wait.
could send 2 people to a casino planet.
Wait, can I use enlarge reduce to shrink the moon?
I'm trying to look if you can.
Can we put the ship in a bag of holding?
Can we put the entire planet in a bag of holding?
The bag of holding is not that big.
Wait, can we reduce the ship and then put it in the bag of holding?
I'm just checking. I think you could technically. I'm gonna say no, just because that's
What?
ridiculous.
Come
But
on.
that would be hilariously funny.
I was like using this as a joke, and then I was like, wait, could I actually shrink the moon? Alright, can we shrink James's planet?
No.
Can we shrink their ship?
No.
What?
We
Why not?
need a creative
Can
solution.
can we send them a message and persuade all of the ship's crew to commit suicide?
No. Maybe. I mean, you could try.
Okay. You got this, Erik. Why don't we take James's planet and push it somewhere else?
So I would say external help, but they've blocked all of our communications, and by the time we got any help, it'd be too late anyway.
Plus, I feel like we've got all the help we can have on this planet, unless there's any other allies you can think of.
Black Steel Bazaar, but
That's literally what we were.
They've already sent. You've already got your 6 soldiers from there.
yeah, it's true.
Infiltrate the ship.
And then shrink it.
That's what sounds like the
Ooh.
best idea to me right
Okay,
now.
here's Eric's plan.
There is one problem. Infiltrating the ship would be suicide if those foot soldiers were still on that ship. We could only send one ship at best without to avoid detection, and that one ship couldn't hold everyone. We'd need to send a small group of soldiers onto that ship.
Small group of soldiers is it's a lot less than an entire planet.
Yes, which is why sending that small group of soldiers up there while they're still hundreds of soldiers on that ship would be suicide. Looking over the group, everyone sort of seems to be gazing towards your group. You've noticed this, but your skills, your experience along this journey has basically made you stronger, some of the strongest fighters you've got in this group. There are very few people in this group who are actually stronger than you, if any. James's dad and Darius are probably the only two who are actually stronger than you in actual fighting capability. The soldiers from the Black Steel Bazaar, for instance, they're strong, but they wouldn't compare to you in a one-on-one fight.
Well, it would kill Erik, but
Laura's about the same strength as you.
Erik is a stronger fighter than Laura.
Well, in terms of like spell knowledge and stuff, you're one of the strongest in this room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like spam confusion in every fight from now on. Then when that's out, I'm gonna spam vicious mockery.
We need to make a decision.
Okay.
so we can't fight them in the air. I don't think we'd be able to fight them on the ground.
If we surrender, we probably get massacred.
Most likely. Oh, the alternative is we'd all be
Slavery.
imprisoned and enslaved. It wouldn't be good either way.
Especially
Shake
since
them
we're
into
here. Like, if we weren't there, it might be slightly lower. But now that we're here, they would probably kill everyone.
I mean,
I don't know if that would be possible. We could turn off and on the force field, but it takes a minute at a time to shut down and to turn on. If we opened it, they'd just flood in. However, it would take them some time to get down to the planet if they realized we left the force field. James, you start hearing a voice in the back of your mind. It's Darius's voice. He's like, well, this is going nowhere.
what do you suggest we do?
Are you saying that mentally?
Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to be the leader, aren't you? When your dad kicks the bucket, you're supposed to be leading all these people.
Yeah, but like the odds are heavily stacked against us, even if I were to lead people anywhere. I'm not sure we would have a chance.
Well, just waiting around, everyone's going to starve.
I know. Could we try maybe what happened before the force field was up? Were they shooting down at you, or did they only deploy the troops?
These smaller ships were shooting at us. The large ship was mostly deploying troops, although it does have a Gatling gun. I presume it didn't want to get into range of our castle and drop the troops directly on top of us. They instead opted to drop their troops nearby and have them walk up to us. And to know, we do not have any space nukes.
Shoot.
The force field is fairly large. It's enough to hold all the people on the planet, but not comfortably.
Okay.
I think
Not very far into space. It doesn't break the atmosphere.
I mean, I think the only ideas that I have is either sneaking onto the ship, which would be very risky and suicidal, and I'm not even sure we could find a way to destroy it from the inside, or we could just let down the force field and fight them head on if they seem to not be firing at us.
You
But
hear a voice in the back of your mind, and Darius says, "You're thinking along the right lines. Just have a bit more confidence in both of your plans."
Yeah, actually, I was about to speak up. Like, Darius is probably going to suggest what I was going to say anyways. Thanks,
Yeah.
Darius. But what I was thinking, like, okay, this is Eric saying it now. What if we tried to like lure as many of their soldiers out onto the ground as possible? Like, just keep them distracted, ideally without much real combat, just enough to keep them distracted. While we send an elite force onto the ship to try to take out the remaining garrison and either destroy the ship or take control of it.
that's a good idea. Yeah, because you said all these soldiers all seem to be all together, and if all the soldiers come out of the ship, that we can just go into the ship and
Yeah, there'd likely
blow it
be
up.
some resistance left on the ship, but there would be far fewer soldiers than going in head on.
And then we could just take the Gatling gun from the ship and shoot back at our own troops or something. I
Yeah,
don't
so our
know.
main goal would need to be seize the gun, slaughter as much of their army as possible.
James's mother stands up and is like, "Well, it seems like we have a plan. Laura, you've led armies before. I entrust you to lead the foot soldiers, and you'll be holding off the soldiers on the ground. Meanwhile, we must choose our strongest to go up onto the ship itself and attempt to sneak inside."
I'll do it.
"Yes, I fully expect you to do it. You and your friends would be the best suited for the job. Is there anyone else you believe would be better suited to this?"
Um,
Would it be worth it to take the soldiers we brought with us for the mission?
The leader of them stands up and speaks out. This woman with very colourful purple hair. Probably a part of being her soldier, she dyed her hair purple. She speaks out as like, "We're not exactly ones for stealth, but we can hold our own in a fight."
could you two get a hold of the ships we flew in on and fight with those, or
Who?
at least some of you, the soldiers that we brought?
Well, yeah, we could definitely fight with them. But you'd likely be using your own ship to sneak up on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kachi seems to be like, "Yeah, you can take me."
Take me.
Uh. Yeah. I mean, how many ground soldiers do we have? We have the dwarves and the people from.
It's hard to put a number on it uh, because you've got so many different uh, battalions of people of different strength. Like you've got quite a lot of dwarves, but they're not that strong. You've got these 6 elite guards that are very strong. All together, you've got enough that you think you can at least tie with their army.
Okay. Here's the thing. Ideally, like, our ground forces do relatively little actual combat. Like, if anything, we need them more to keep the enemy engaged, but hopefully without too much direct combat, because we want to lose as
Of
few
course,
people as possible. And
of
once we
course,
grab the gun, we can just blow up their army anyways.
yes. We should position them as far away from the force field as possible so that we can close it again if we need to. So we can let people in and close it in time.
Yeah, I think we have a plan. I guess first things first, we need to get the 2 ships that are out. We can just go through the crypts, get those, and Laura can assemble an army of sorts.
What do you mean, Loen?
I think he means what happens if the force field like forms around something.
Oh, it will. She basically describes it will basically just push things away. It's like while it's stuck mid force field, you can move onto either side of it and be fine. But once you're out of it, you can't get back into it again. No.
So yeah, I mean, Laura needs to make. I guess she can lead the ground troops. I don't know how we would do that strategically. I don't know where it'd be placed. I guess
There's a
I don't know.
field to the south of the castle, which would be ideal. We'd have the high ground. And Laura speaks, so it's like, don't worry about it. You're new
It's
at this.
boring
I've led
again.
armies before. I fought in a few wars. I know how to lead some troops.
All right. Well, I think
I have the high ground.
we should go get the other ship, and I guess you just give us the word when. All right. Well, I guess we'll see how they react first, but
You would need to move over to your ship, and then we can drop the force field after an hour. That would give us time to rally the troops and march out. And then we can set our plan into motion. Once you see the troops come down from their ship, then is your chance to gain access.
all right.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I just realized Erik probably should have talked to Darius really quickly, but
With Zozo.
Zozo?
Is that Zook?
Okay.
Wait, would Darius come with us? Should probably ask him.
Yo,
Darius.
Darius, do you want to come with us?
You ask him just. Darius is like, no, despite my looks, I'm not very stealthy. I much prefer taking on an army. It's far more interesting.
All right. We do that. Boo.
Zook's like, I'm good to go wherever.
He
Just
can
tell me
stay
where you
with-
need me.
I think he can stay with the others. And if we have too many, it's going to be too obvious that we're infiltrating.
Yes, we should limit it to the bare essentials. Well, I believe we're ready.
Yeah. I'm ready too. Let's get it started in here.
Very well.
Started.
Okay.
We'll drop the force field in 1 hour. Please make haste to your ship.
All right. We'll be ready.
Okay. And you sort of you'll break. Is there anything you want to do before going to your ships?
Yeah, Erik, like, because as far as Erik knows nothing about, so, like, what happened with Sherry, but he does know that, like, Darius went to go look for Plant Sherry, right? He knows that
Yes,
at least, yeah?
he does know.
So Eric's gonna ask Darius, yo, what's up with Sherry?
In your mind, you hear, unfortunately, I don't know anything about what happened to her. I looked, but I know next to nothing.
Also, what do you know about true resurrection?
He casts you a curious glance, like, that sounds like a clerical ability, would not be my area of expertise, I'm afraid.
Okay, I figured you wouldn't know anything, but it was worth asking just in case.
Very well. He just sort of turns and leaves you to walk down this crypt hallway.
So Darius is in fact an idiot.
Yes.
that's what you think.
Or at the very least, he doesn't know about true resurrection, despite the fact that Erik found it within 5 minutes of opening a book.
Yeah, no, he definitely wasn't lying to you or anything. Anyway, are you heading down this crypt?
Yep. Let's go.
Cripe.
Yeah, this crypt. So you and the Airy guards and Kaji are going. Is Dwight going too? I guess Dwight would go. Dwight would probably stay with Kaji.
Sure.
But yeah, the two of them go with you. You head back. It's quite awkward climbing out of the sandy hole, but you awkwardly manage to get it sorted. You get a rope up, and everyone manages to climb their way out. It's very unpleasant. And you head back to the ship, where Sean and Lata are waiting. They just sort of going to tell them your plan.
Yeah.
Okay, you sort of tell them their plan. Lata's like, I don't really know what I'm going to do.
Well, you can either fly the ship, help us in that regard, or if you want, you could head back and be safer.
I can fly the ship.
What is the plan?
Okay, shall we go?
I think so. Wait until I suppose go ahead and get ready, but
Yeah.
wait until they deploy.
So Lata gets into the navigation area, and the Airy guards fly back with their ship. You, Lata, Sean, Dwight, and Kaji all wait in this ship. You eventually fly up and into the atmosphere, watching the planet from a safe distance. Some time passes. The allotted time passes, and you begin to see tiny black specks, all of your soldiers walking up onto the field to the south of the castle. And then you see the battleship slowly begin to float downwards. They don't quite drop down to the surface of the planet. They seem to open some doors, and hundreds of tiny soldiers begin flooding out of the front of the ship. They seem to be dropping quite a distance and falling to the ground before landing and getting up, beginning to march towards your friendly soldiers.
Is this Fortnite?
This being the opportunity, it is not Fortnite. No, this being the opportunity, Lata flies the ship closer. Sean begins typing away at a computer and is like, "Okay, if I do this right, we should be able to gain access to either the left or the right entryway. It's for smaller ships docking onto the battleship. It shouldn't be too difficult. Left or right?"
Which one are we closer to?
Right.
Are they both identical?
Yeah.
Let's go to right then.
Okay. He seems to type away. It's like, okay, it should be unlocked. I can open it up, and we can get inside. And he sort of, Lata and Sean seem to be working quite in tandem as they fly the ship into the larger ship. The ship lands, and everything is deadly quiet. You're now inside your own ship, which is in turn inside of a large battleship. What are you going to do?
Well, survey our surroundings. I mean, is there anybody here in the hangar?
Currently, there's no one in this, nothing in this hangar. There's not even ships. Judging by the size, it was probably where the small ships originated from. They were probably parked here for a while until they were being set to deploy. But there's nothing in here right now. There seems to be one large, like a garage door, which leads into somewhere, and a door that leads further on into the ship, as well as the airlock which you entered from.
Well, I guess let's go to the smaller door. You just have to be.
Okay, so you'll
Stealthy.
sort of filter out the ship. Lata stays in the ship naturally. As you're walking along, give me perception checks.
Why is my die black?
I don't know. It sometimes glitches out like that. Loen, you immediately hear. There's the sound. It's quite a subtle sound, but you hear the sound of footsteps rustling around through this garage door. Luckily, you're not heading towards that door, and you head towards the smaller door. Your group is struggling to move quietly. Without even needing to make stealth checks, this many people moving, you immediately get the idea that you're not going to be able to get anywhere stealthily. Kaji speaks up, just like, I'm kind of starting to think this isn't a good idea. This many people.
Well, some can hang back if we.
Kaji's like, yeah, there's something through that door, and if that overwhelms our ship while we're walking around, that would not be good.
You two can go back then, and yeah.
Okay.
Would be
Me and Dwight can block this door, and we'll make sure it's going to be safe if we need to make a quick exit.
all right. Best of luck.
You too. And so now it's just the 5 of you. Sean, and the 4 of you, and the PCs. 5 of you, rather, PCs. So it's 6 of you. I can count.
Oh, Sean's
Okay.
here too.
Yeah, Sean is still here too. Okay. Oh, Sean seems to literally just haphazardly being trying to open this door. It's locked. It doesn't have a key lock though. It probably has, and he pulls open a panel to the side. Yeah, no, I can get this open. And just sort of types open. He literally types on this thing. A few beeping noises happen, and lock unlocks.
Oh, cool.
Door seems to swing wide open. Hacked.
Glad
Okay.
you're here then.
Yeah, we should be able to head through. As you're walking, it's quite a thin corridor, and you can only move in sets of 2. Like 2 at the front, 2 in the middle, and 2 at the back. What order are you walking in?
I would be going first.
Okay.
That's what a sniper should do.
It's a terrible idea. So we have myself. So you're saying 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, and 2 in the back? Or
Yeah.
okay.
So where are people going?
I think it would make the most sense to have Goat and Lime in the front, Rob and Sean in the middle, and then me and Dabo in the back.
Okay. That's what you go with then. And you will stop walking down this hallway. You don't really notice much as you're walking down. You're walking stealthily, I assume? Everyone give me stealth checks. If you have heavy armor, please be it with disadvantage.
I have unheavy armor. Can I have advantage?
No, you cannot.
Anti-heavy armor.
Anti-heavy armor. Not light armor, no. Anti-heavy. I think Lime might be asleep. Because she hasn't talked in a bit. And it's like, she's usually one of the first people to respond when I ask, so what are you guys doing at this thing? Lime, you're asleep.
Oh wait, you gotta play the ah ha ha.
I will do if she's actually asleep. I think she's asleep. Okay, so everyone might want to block their ear holes because this is going to be loud.
Oh, I have my thing turned all the way down. To
Okay, so I'm going to be playing it now, so might want to be careful with that. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that worked. Okay, I don't know if maybe she's just AFK.
Oh, Lime is
there-
typing.
Lime is typing. Did you fall asleep again, Lime? Oh, okay.
Lime distract.
Wait, you were distracted? Who on... being distracted while playing D&D is horrible. Nobody should ever do any other things besides D&D, I say, as I close, like, my 5 Reddit tabs.
Jesus.
As I close my PDF documents, the other tabs I have open, my Discord.
Let me
Oh,
close
by
my
the
ear.
way, the TDG elimination was posted.
Oh, did you get eliminated?
No,
Who's
but
Lindsay?
Bo wasn't,
I
and
don't
that
know who
makes
it
me
is.
sad.
That
Okay.
That does make me sad.
Anyway, it is a stealth check, please, Slime. A disadvantage.
Oh, I need to do it with disadvantage, don't I?
No, you don't.
Oh.
Oh, no, you're fine because you don't have a heavy armor. Look at everyone has heavy armor though. Like apart from you and James, even Kaji, who was supposed to be like this kind of assassin-y person.
If he's an assassin, then he doesn't have to do it. And he doesn't have armor. Okay, anyway. No.
Okay, you move along. Dimble and Astra, Dimble, Astra, and Loen particularly make quite a lot of heavy metal clunking noises.
Clonk, clonk, clonk.
You see a figure at the end of this long hallway, but it's only for a brief second as she seems to quickly press a button that she's holding.
Hmm.
Dimble, James, Erik, and Sean need to give me dexterity saving throws.
Hmm.
Oh man, not dexterity.
Oh, whoops, not with disadvantage.
Wait, do I need to do a dexterity saving throw?
You do as well, yes. It's just the two people at the front who don't.
Oof.
Okay.
Can I
Oh, I need to
use
check for
lucky
Sean.
on his roll?
Can you use lucky on? No,
Can I
it's
use
not a huge. It's not a huge DC. Erik, you don't get to choose. Dabo, Sean, and Dimble. Are you going to dive forward or dive backwards as you see this large door? It's not. It's not even. It looks like a door. Slamming down, which would block this this hallway in two.
Dive forward.
Okay, you dive forward, James.
Dabo.
Dabo. Do I need to play the oh ho ho laugh?
Yes, me also.
Are you diving forward or backwards?
Forward.
Okay, I'm going to roll for Sean because he can't know what you're doing. So
Echo.
3 and 4 is hello. 3 and 4 is forward. 1 and 2 is back. He dives backwards. So you all dive out of the way of this door as it slams shut, leaving the 5 of you on one side and Sean on the other. So clever Sean diving definitely the wrong way.
Good job, Sean.
Oh, let's hope Sean doesn't die here. I don't think Lotta would like that.
The
all
bad
hear-
40 dies.
You all hear a female voice speak out. Fuck! I only got one of them. You hear another voice in the distance saying, "It's fine. I can deal with the rest." So you hear these two distinctly different female voices speaking out. Everyone's going to need to roll initiative.
Alright, where's my character?
Yeah, where's my character?
I will reveal that in a second. There we go. I will say it's really fucking dark right now, and you basically can't see anything.
I'm just getting all the low rolls today.
Jesus, okay. Well, someone rolled high.
You don't like the bad guys. Wow.
Wow, way to discriminate.
Oop.
Jaxus.
You don't know their names, shut up.
The Jaxus of Eagle.
And last but not least...
Ooh, look, a spellcaster. We should take that out first.
Okay, I'm here.
From the darkness, you hear a light panting noise, or a heavy panting noise rather, of deep breathing
I'm last.
as a figure. You see vague shadows moving around at the end of this hallway, but you can't really make out much. You can just hear some light breathing as one of them seems to get closer, but then seems to disappear out of nowhere. Dimble, it is your turn.
I go first because I rolled 22. I just rolled late. You didn't put me top.
What? What? Move James.
Yeah. I
Huh?
rolled a 22. I just rolled later than everybody else. So it's getting
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'll just re-ascending order it. So it's James's turn. Cool.
Yeah.
Shoot Loen.
Do I have anything that gives off light? Let's see.
No, please don't.
Oh wait,
Rob.
what did Astra roll?
Please don't,
Oh, Astra rolled
Rob.
19. She just didn't click on a character.
Don't want to that.
Oh, Dimble and Astra, which one of you wants to go first?
You can't see
You
your
have to
character.
move around.
You might just need to scroll down a bit or zoom out a bit because she is definitely visible. But Dimble or Astra, which of you want to go first? Like in terms of initiative order. Okay, so you've drawn a. Can someone delete that now? Yeah, cool. Thanks. Oh, did
Astra
someone
can
delete?
go first.
Loen deleted. I think Loen deleted his character. What initiative did you have, Loen? Can you stop drawing arrows now? 18. Okay, you have an 18.
Never be to be seen again.
James, it's your turn. Dimble and Astra, which order do you want to go in?
Astra can go first.
Okay. So yeah, what are you doing?
Does my Eldritch Blast give off light?
Very, very little.
Does my Eldritch Blast give off light?
No. 'Cause it's discriminatory. No. I like how this late into the campaign, the easiest way to get you to just like not know what to do in a fight is just be like, oh, it's dark. And everyone's like, what? But if I can't see, I can't kill.
If I can't see what I'm killing, then how am I supposed to kill things?
Who's there?
What is
Okay.
that room?
Did you just say that?
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Oh, I
don't
have
know
a
what
thing.
to do.
You don't hear an immediate response, but you can give me a perception check as you're listening for an answer.
I have an idea.
Yeah, you're blind, you're deaf, you fucking don't know anything. Like, you're basically deprived of all of your senses. Essentially, you can hear Astra next to you, just shuffling around in her metal armor, and it's basically making it so you can't hear anything. Your sword doesn't actively have light, but if you activate a smite on it, then it would have a lot of light. I would say your sword provides a teensy bit of light, but it's nothing like big. It's more just that you can see. It's kind of like it being glow in the dark. Got a blast.
Eldritch blasting down this hallway and I rolled a perfect 20. So that means something.
That will hit someone then. Roll a d4. Just to see who it hits.
My dice
Okay.
is blending in with the background.
You hear you don't hear anything because you're fucking deaf. But yeah, it seems to blast off. You don't know if it hit anything.
Actually, you know it hit something.
James doesn't know it hit. Dabo knows it hit something. James doesn't know it hit anything. It's more just like, I'm just going to fire. Astra, it's your turn. You can basically see a tiny distance in front of you. Actually, I will say Astra can see a bit better than everyone else. But you don't see anyone. Yeah, I was just going to say, because you do have low light vision. You can see a bit better. You can see like up to here. But you still can't like see hugely. It's more just like everyone else is like struggling to see even the wall next to them. Astra's like, yeah, I can see. You can see your allies. You can see a little bit in front of you, but you can't see anything. Either they're too far away, or you assume they're just further down in the hallway. Okay, so you're activating Smite. That sheds light down this hallway, at least a good distance. Not everywhere, but you see a good distance. You're just going to walk ahead. Okay. You can see the edges of a figure over here. Can't really make out any details because they're hiding behind a wall, but
Refresh my thing.
you can see there's something there, but you can't really make out any details. That's your movement and your bonus action, unless you want to keep moving. I should really say, on the other side of this wall, you hear Sean banging on it, being like, "I'll try and get it open."
Sure you will.
Oh, I know what's happening. I set my color to nothing.
You set your color to nothing?
Yeah.
What?
Just a transparent.
Oh.
Now I can do stuff. I bet my dice is going to be fixed now, too.
Oh, transparent dice.
It would be cool if they had like translucent dice in this, so you could see the things underneath it.
Mm.
I bet that would be super laggy.
Probably.
They have dynamic lighting for if you buy stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Which looks cool, but also kind of pointless.
Good for stuff like this.
They also have ammo tracking.
True. They have what tracking?
Ammo tracking.
Ah,
Oh no.
Shaking. What's ammo tracking? Who tracks their ammo?
I think an important thing is to track components. Do you have enough phosphorant moss to cast this spell?
Yes.
I don't think you do. Don't even try. You need to actually roleplay buying phosphorant moss.
You have to buy every component.
Every single component. No, in the next campaign, I will care about components, but only components that have a cost.
Isn't there like literally a component pouch that basically has all of it?
Yeah, it has like that's why people have a component pouch, so they don't need to roleplay the weird stuff. They don't need to roleplay buying the cheap stuff. James,
Yeah,
what
literally just holds
what are you
all
doing?
components.
No,
it holds all of the basic components, but it doesn't hold like diamonds worth 5,000 gold or stuff
Yeah,
like
it says it holds all material components and other special items except for those that have a specific cost.
that. Yeah, exactly. So that's like, yeah, cool. So is Astra doing anything else, or is she ending her turn? You could try to use your shot. Okay, just give me a dexterity check. Dabo, fucking stop. What? There's two of you.
Sorry. Is the other one gone?
Yeah.
Just know where it went. Okay.
Fucking stop it.
I don't do anything. It's not
He's
me.
putting
Not you.
games on top of each other.
No.
Is he?
No, I'm not.
Okay. There was a Markarth Saldu that got spawned. You try shooting, but it seems to just go wide. Gets lost in the darkness. Then you pull it back. That's basically your entire turn. Dimble, you can now see thanks to Astra's glowing sword.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna go up here.
Okay.
And then can I like pull bullseye lantern off of my robe and chuck it over there?
You can indeed. You sort of just you watch Astra watches as Dimble pulls this small little patch off of his robe, and it's just a lantern.
Yeah, it's a lantern that's already lit.
Yeah, you just throw it over. Give me a strength check.
Bro, it's lit, fam.
It's pretty lit.
Yeah, you easily throw it far. You throw it far back, and it seems to light up a good portion of the room. To the point where you can see all of this area. It lands at the foot of this large mechanical thing, and you can see this woman beside him who has long orange hair and seems to be wielding a laser bow.
Mech.
No.
Rise and shine,
Not
Earth
mechs.
sign.
Rise and shine, Earth sign.
You know, I'm just gonna shoot that mech.
Okay, just going to fire at it. Unfortunately, you do manage to hit it, but it seems to just bounce off of this armor plating.
But
Beaky, would it
Yeah?
technically be possible for me to confuse the mech, or would that not work?
If the mech has... Well, you couldn't confuse the mech unless it was being actively controlled by someone. You'd have to confuse the person who was controlling it.
Okay.
If it's just a robotic mech, it wouldn't be affected. That's your turn, right? Yeah. Loen. The hallway has been thoroughly lit up, and you can boost yourself. What? Why are people laughing? What's happening?
Oh,
What?
comedy.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
Sorry.
Loen, this guy looks like a half-orc. Judging by his black armor, he seems to be some sort of paladin.
Paladins? We've never met one of those before.
A holy symbol embedded into his chest. Your first melee strike hits, and your second one does too, dealing a total of 20 points of damage to him. He then will... Can he do... What can he do?
What can you do when he comes for you?
Yeah. No, he doesn't do anything. You see he's also got quite a nasty-looking spear in his hand. That's your turn, right? Yeah, because you boosted movement and action. It is a figure's turn. You watch as a figure seems to dart out with elven grace. She seems to look forward and points. She seems to be pointing towards Astra and Dimble. You sort of see her pointing towards both of you, but it seems to be that she's actually pointing in between the two of you. You watch as, a sort of swirling miasma of purple force appears. A line that goes all the way down of purple miasmic force seems to shimmer and seems to split this hallway in two. That is what she does, and then she is going to point towards Astra, and Astra's going to need to give me a Constitution saving throw. You feel your body seize up, and you feel unable to move.
Man,
Okay,
if only we knew
Rerolling.
someone who could dispel magic.
If only.
yeah, fortunately it's not enough. You feel your body just seize up as if it's being mildly electrocuted. Yeah, Jax's turn. This woman seems to shout out, "Now, do it now!" And this large mech seems to just move forward.
Inside of the force field.
It is inside the force field still. It's just that it's not. Its icon is bigger than it actually is. You know, it's just sort of it's keeping itself very close to the wall. And a rocket is fired behind Dimble. Both of you are going to need to get me dexterity saving throws.
Is it against magic?
Wait,
No, actually, it's
so
against
that doesn't
technology.
do Astra and Dimble need to roll, or do Erik and Dimble need to roll?
Erik and Dimble.
Eric, remember that you have the dispel magic spell? Just by
Yeah, except my turn hasn't come up yet, so like, shut it for a bit.
If only we had a usable.
Okay, I'm gonna lucky that. That is
Okay.
nope.
You're lucking it. Yes. Okay. You both take half damage from this. Both you take 6 points because I didn't half it yet. 6 points of fire damage as this fire explosion seems to happen
Oh
around you.
no, not 6 points of damage.
That was fucking terrible roll. You then watch as this mechanical minigun begins spinning and fires a shot towards Dimble. Actually, it's going to fire 2 shots.
If only he could dispel magic.
Yeah, it's going to fire 2 shots. I need to get my dice out. Let's just see. I rolled the same thing twice, which is exactly your AC. 8 plus 8 is 16. So it's going to hit, dealing. It's going to deal that much damage. 22 points of damage.
Actually, wait a second.
Is your AC higher than 16?
No, wait a second. Can I use tank?
Yeah. Use it. Your AC gets boosted, and both of these shots just seem to ping off of this shield around you. Okay. It is Mira's turn. I only realised now that her name was Mira, and Lime's name's like Myra. I only just realised that,
Sure, yeah.
literally in this second. She is going to. You watch as her. She seems to casually walk up. Actually, yeah, no. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. She's going to walk up, and since she can't do what she wants to do, she is going to fire at Astra. She crits, so automatic crit. I just need to check. Yeah. And Astra takes 6 points of damage. These guys are rolling terribly. As Astra's completely unable to block this arrow that just goes thud into her neck. 2d10 plus 4, and it rolls a 6.
Well, don't even need the deep 10 part, you just need to go 2.
So that's her turn. Actually, no, she's still got bonus action, so she can do it. Astra, you basically are paralyzed watching her as her form seems to snap and crack in awkward directions. Her pale green skin being replaced by a hideous, unhealthy black as her form shapes into a giant scorpion.
Wow, are you saying black people are unhealthy?
Whose health bar is apparently not visible. There we go. Whose health bar is now visible, probably, hopefully.
Not visible, you gotta set it.
There we go. Now it's visible.
Oh.
Cool. That's what she does. It is Eric's turn.
Okay. So, first thing Erik is going to do is try to dispel magic on Astra's weird paralysis thing.
You can't reach her.
Oh wait, do I need to actually touch for dispel magic?
You don't. It needs to be within 30 feet, but... Actually, yeah, no, you can try. You can try, actually.
According to what I pulled up, which may be wrong, the range is 120 feet, but...
I think it is 30 feet.
Here, I can...
But either way, you can reach her. You can reach her.
I think, unfortunately, it's only 20 feet. It sucks for you.
No, he
Spell magic is 120 feet.
Really? Jesus. Yeah. I did not know that, but yeah. You can do it. I thought it was 30 feet for some reason.
Yeah,
I must be thinking of something else.
Let's see what happens, because like I have a feeling it's gonna fail, but like I used that before I knew that, so it would be like cheating to not use it.
You use it, and the paralysis fades from her.
Oh, never mind.
She's fine.
Okay, so that's off. So now Erik is going to do. Okay, so that's Erik's action. Does deploying bunny drone count as an action or a bonus action?
Does deploying bunny drone counts as an action to deploy?
Okay. So instead, Eric's used his action, so he's gonna move up this much because he's really brave, and he is going to bardically inspire Dimble.
Okay, you
Hey.
bardically inspire him. Doon, and he's inspired. Yay. That's the end of the initiative. It is Polo's turn. Polo is going to yeah. Okay, he's going to disengage, move here. You see he holds out this long purple bracer on his arm. He points at this wall beside him and sweeps his arm, and a second purple wall seems to appear. He's actually going to move a bit further. He's going to move down here. And a second purple wall appears, splitting you like this.
Boy.
I don't like this.
That's all he can do. It's James's turn.
Okay. Can I use multiple glove things at the same time?
No. Well, you can, but you'd need to spend multiple turns building up to that thing. So you'd have to use 2 of the abilities on one turn, then wait a turn, then use another one, and then attack.
Does it count as a sneak attack if Astra's right next to her?
No, it would not. You don't know if these walls can be dispelled.
I'm sure they can. Let's see. So, kind of messed up my plan. I guess I'm just gonna laser attack him with I'm gonna use explosive rounds on this guy.
You're going to use explosive rounds. Okay. You hit. Explosive rounds. Let me just check that real quick. Yeah, it doesn't hit you, but it burns this guy. 3 times 5. Yeah, so yeah, he gets hit. He takes that much damage. Takes 14 points of damage.
Oh my god, those rolls are so bad.
He's going to. No. No, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, it is Astra's turn. You're not paralyzed. And you see this giant black scorpion in front of you. Okay, you're going to attack it? Go ahead. That is. Go. Let me just check. Yeah, those are both going to hit, and the smite. It's 2d6, I believe. Ten, 17. So, wait, sorry, math. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 28 points of damage. No, not 28 points of damage.
25.
I'm bad at math. 25. Cool. 25 points of damage. That's your 2 attacks.
Wow,
Do you
that
want to use a bonus
scorpion
action?
does not have as much health as I expected it to.
No, they really don't have much health, but they can do crazy shit tons of damage.
She drew it.
Yeah. Okay, it's Dimble's turn.
Okay. Can I put a window on this wall?
You can try.
Take the window to the wall.
It's a magical wall, so I feel like it just blocked through the window.
Wait, how can you put windows on things?
Because my robe.
You can try.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try.
Okay.
Hmm. I wonder. Just a second. Let me check something. Okay. I'm just gonna shoot the mech.
Okay. Shooting at the mech.
What the heck was
That's
that?
not unfortunately going to be enough. You can lucky if you want. Yeah, if you have lucky. I think you have lucky.
I have lucky.
I think everyone has lucky apart from James. And Loen.
Hey.
And then that's +8.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
So, yeah.
That's 18 points of damage. You hear a cackle coming from inside the mech. It's like, that's not going to be enough to take me out.
Eric now knows that the mech has a human pilot.
Erik does not know that because he can't hear anything right now.
Dang it.
Loen's turn. Oh, yeah, you boosted. You can move there. Oh, but technically, no, you weren't in range of the thing. I was going to say, just going to beat her up. Yeah, the first attack's going to miss, but the second attack is going to hit for a painful amount of damage. She's actually going to have to make a check. She passes. It's fine. She's fine. It's fine. She's good.
I'll chill.
Anything else you want to do? You've got bonus action still. No, actually, I don't think bards or commanders can inspire themselves, funnily enough.
Commanders?
That's what Lowen's class is.
No.
It's a homebrew class that's basically like if a bard, but instead of having spell, it's like half bard, half fighter.
Oh, I thought he was a monk.
No. Well, he does punch things a lot.
I will think about him. So.
Okay, it's Amy Lynn's turn, because I wanted to think of like one of the shittest names ever. She
I
can
know
do
it's
some stuff.
Lynn.
Well, she's a shit person. There we go. Anyway, she turns to you and is going to lay a hand on you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Lay on hands?
Yeah, she's totally doing laying her hands on him. He's totally gonna hit. She's totally gonna heal you. That is enough to save, but it's not enough to save from all of the damage. You take half damage. 23. Take 23 points of damage. And that's all that happens as you feel the necrotic energy seep into you. That's all she can really do. Oh no, she can actually you watch as her form seems to dissipate into a misty cloud. She's still there, but she looks like a cloud person now. So that's what she does. It is Jaxus's turn. Now, the mech can't really move any more forward because of the wall's angle, but it's instead... Oh, I need to see if his rockets recharge. But he's instead going to basically just offload all of his weaponry on Dimble. His rockets do recharge, so please give me a dexterity saving throw as he just fires a shit ton of stuff at you.
Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. Okay, cool. You save against it. I just need to roll a bunch of damage and see if he hits with things. Neither of his shots hit, and you've saved against the damage, so this is only going to do half damage.
Yeah, Dabo, I know.
6 points. Oh my god, he's wrecking you so hard.
Oh my gosh, another 6 damage?
It's like, Jesus. You might not last for much longer against him.
Oh no.
It is Giant Scorpion's turn. Giant Scorpion is going to wail on Astra. Okay. I can do my multi-attack. It's going to wail on you. W-A-I-L. She snips out with these two pincers, both of which miss, but then this long tail shoots out and hits you in the back. Please give me a Constitution saving throw. That is enough to save, so you only take half damage from this, but you take 10 points of poison damage. These guys are rolling quite awfully, / you're rolling really good on saves. That seemed to not even dent you, which is yeah, it dents you a little bit, but it hurts, but not that much. They managed to shake off this poison. It's Eric's turn.
Okay, so here's where
I will say,
Eric
I will mention one thing. You can see people fighting through these walls, kind of like looking through purple stained glass, but you can't hear anything.
Okay. So here's what Eric's going to try to do. Erik has no clue that there's someone in the mech, right?
You can give me an insight check.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dabo?
I clicked on it. I didn't mean to.
No, you don't really know.
So I have absolutely no idea. So
I would say no. Yeah.
Does Erik at the very least know it's possible that there's someone
It's possible.
inside?
He
Okay,
knows it's
yeah.
possible.
So here's what Eric's gonna do. Eric's gonna cast a confusion right here because he knows for sure at minimum he can get the scorpion, and he can possibly get the mech if there's someone inside the mech. So might as well do it there.
Okay. So you're going to cast it so it hits the scorpion and the mech effectively in its range, and not Astra.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
Okay, let me really quickly pull up the thing. I'm pretty sure it's wisdom saving, but yeah, wisdom saving.
Yeah. The scorpion succeeds against the throw.
Okay.
Yeah. The mech doesn't need to make one because the wall blocks the spell.
Yeah, I figured something along those lines would happen, but it was worth trying just in case.
Actually, where's the range of it? Oh, 10-foot radius. No, I was going to say you might have been able to get what's the face in it as well, but no, it's not
No.
it's not that big, not that OP.
Oh man, look at this 10-foot range.
Yeah. Well, you say that, but there's fireball which can wreck people. I think that's got 20-foot range, and it's everything's dead.
Okay, so that happened. So what Erik will do now is Erik will inspire Astra.
You try to inspire her, but it seems like your words bounce off of these walls.
And then you bounce off and inspire yourself.
No, that's not how inspiration works. I'll say you don't need to waste the bardic inspiration though.
So inspiration is affected by the range, but magic is not. Good to know.
It's mostly because of how the spell is cast.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah. But yeah, that happens.
Erik was angry that nothing worked. Erik will angrily mutter and say some very rude things about the mech.
Yeah, mech can't read lips. Okay.
Erik tried to spell magicking this.
He hasn't. Yeah. It is Polo's turn.
You spelled magic Astra's.
Yeah, I dispelled magic
paralysis.
Astra's paralysis. Then
And
I
then-
tried to use confusion.
Yeah.
Um,
This is a very interesting choice.
Polo is going to move up to you and is going to attack you twice with these spears. With this spear. First attack's going to hit only. And you're going to take some points of damage, but
Why?
he doesn't seem very strong.
I guessed it.
Okay.
What
It is now James's turn.
Okay, so I'm kind of screwed here. Let's see. How much space is in between this area right here?
I'd say enough that you could probably squeeze through because you're quite leave. This guy, though, this orc guy, looks quite big.
Wait, did he attack me? I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
He did. He did 5 points of damage.
Oh, that was you. I thought it was. Okay. Can I repeat? Can I Okay. Hold up. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. There.
Ah, yeah, you can Hellish Rebuke. Because you got damaged.
Finally.
Okay, this is actually going to be really funny. So he's going to take a dexterity saving throw, roll 2d10. He fails.
Roll 2d.
16 points, pretty good. You watch as his bracer seems to glow a bright red as he then Hellish Rebukes you.
Oh shoot!
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Was I dodging these actions because I was saved, by the way? At least that first one or something.
I assume you dodge on every single action because you can,
Yeah.
unless you specifically use your cunning action to do something else. So you're going to take half damage from this. Oh no, 5 points of damage again.
Oh no! What will we ever do?
Everyone's rolling like shit, and your saving throws are high, and their saving throws are high. So it's like
These enemies are too tough.
it's starting to become like 4th edition. Okay, that's what that happens.
I don't know,
Astra's
there's not
turn.
enough magic
Wait,
items for
wait,
it to
no,
be
no, I'm
4th
not done.
edition.
True.
I'm not done. What?
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
That
You
was
didn't even take your turn.
That was
Lol.
his reaction.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
your reaction. I completely forgot. So yeah, it's James's go.
Wait a minute. All right, I'm gonna slip. Can I disengage from him and go through this
Wait,
thing?
can you use your
Yeah.
reaction on your turn?
No, give me a dexterity check to
Wait,
see
but
how
he
well
just
you
used
slip
his
through.
reaction then.
Huh?
Yeah, the enemy just used his reaction then on his turn.
No, he's used it at the start of James's turn.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
You can do that?
Look.
Yes, he can do that because he's got a special item. Yeah, that's enough to slip through this gap.
Do I have anything? Hold on. I'm looking. I have everything in inventory to block this up somehow. Nah,
Do you
we
have
don't.
just like
Okay.
a wall in your inventory?
I'm just gonna like hide over here, or I guess I'll look from out over here.
Okay, just watching Astra fight this scorpion.
And
Meanwhile, Astra fight this scorpion. Okay, Divine Rage. Cool. That's your bonus action and your attack. You can attack twice. That's gonna hit. That kills it. And you watch as this pale green skinned elf forms back in front of you, where the scorpion once was. Yeah, you can attack again. Oh, does she have health bar?
No.
Oh, there we go. Boop. Her name is Mira.
With 2 E's. Ooh.
Yeah, controversial.
Plagiarism. Can I sue?
Hey, it's not plagiarism if you add an E. It's like when you copy something off Wikipedia and you just remove all of the reference tags. It's not plagiarized.
Dungeons
That's how
and Dragons is what my thing's gonna be known as.
that second attack is just going to be enough to hit, and she takes 8 points of damage.
Wait,
Okay. It is Dimble's turn, unless Astra wants to move. Okay. You go, Dimble.
bye.
moving is overrated.
Alright, can I shoot around the corner?
You can shoot around the corner, then duck around the corner.
Yeah.
So you can sort of shoot and then duck back.
Yeah.
That is gonna not be enough to hit.
Can I use
No, it's gonna be enough to hit.
Oh.
It's gonna be enough to hit. Never mind. For some reason I thought he had like 19 AC. Math. 17 points of damage. Cool. That happened. Anything else?
No.
Okay. In that case, it's Lowen's turn. You see this gaseous form in front of you.
Gaseous?
No.
Gay sister?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not? But yeah, what you gonna do, Lowen? Yes. Oh no, it's each of these abilities with an action. So yeah, it would be an action to use any of those. Okay, disengage, move over. With incredible speed. Okay, just gonna unleash 5 punches. Go ahead. Oof, 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 oof. That's 5, yeah. All of those are gonna hit. That's 6, 19, 30 points.
39.
Then 9, 39. That last attack is gonna deal 18. With that last attack, I need to make a
61.
check. With this final punch, you see her jaw snap. Her neck cracks backwards. A few seconds pass, and her head slowly moves backwards, facing forwards once again. Don't bother re-rolling first damage; it won't make a difference. Her neck cracked completely backwards, and then she just moved backwards with a clicking noise, correcting herself.
Mm.
It is Emilen's turn, and she is going to point towards. Oh my god, what? I'm trying to think what she should do. She can do quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, why not? Both of you, give me wisdom saving throws. Not with advantage.
Oof.
Oof. You actually get +3 to that, but it's fine because of a +3 because of Astra. Astra, you're fine. Lowen, you're confused.
When is he not?
That's all she can do.
Like, what type of confused are we talking about here? Like,
D&D confusion. So that is that. Mech Dude is going to try shooting at you. You do have a cover advantage, though. He's going to see if his rockets come back first things first. Where's my D6 gone? I do not know where my D6 has gone. This dice pot is too small for my fingers. Anyway, I'm going to roll some dice. His rockets do come back, so you're going to need to make me another dexterity saving throw. And he's going to hit with 1 attack.
wow, an actually good roll.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Make me a dex saving throw.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, you're going to use lucky to reroll that or not?
Wait, was that 40-10 the damage you rolled?
Yes.
What?
Huh? So you can basically choose to half that. It's a lucky worth 13 hit points.
Fine. I'll take it.
You're gonna take it, okay? 34 hit points in total. Ouchie. And that's his turn. He's basically cackling at the top of his voice. He sounds very thrilled right about now. Mira's turn. You watch. She turns towards. She's going to turn towards Loen, be like, "You're going to regret doing that." And her green form seems to elongate as her form shifts once more into that of a giant snake.
Was she a circle of the moon druid?
She is a druid, at least. Yeah, she is a circle of druid. I don't know why I was like trying to hide that for a second.
Wait, how injured was she before?
1 health.
Oh.
So there's that. Okay. Now, please give me a. Oh, actually, no. It's fine. No, it's fine. I can just do this on my turn. No, trust me, it wouldn't have made a difference. You officially did enough damage to kill her, but she remained on 1 health for some reason. She attacks you and bites you for 6 points of damage, and has wrapped herself around you. You become constricted. Make a snail. That's constricted.
Hot.
It is Eric's turn.
Ooh, Erik has a fun idea.
Okay.
Eric's gonna try to use Dispel Magic on the snake.
Oh my god.
Okay, you dispel magic on the
Rob.
snake.
Rob.
I'm gonna actually see if that will work. Because I'm not entirely sure if that would work.
Here's the thing, from Eric's perspective, either he dispels the barrier in between the thing, getting Polo involved in that weird fight, or he dispels the other barrier,
Okay,
and Erik has to take on Polo on his own.
Okay, you're dispelling the snake.
Yeah.
Because Dimble
You use the spell slot and it fails.
Dang it. It would have
you
been
still have-
amazing. It would have
you
been
still-
amazing if it actually worked.
You still have a movement and a bonus action. The reason it fails is because it's not a spell that she's using. It's wild shape, which is not a spell. It's just a druidic thing.
Wait, is it not magic?
It's magic, but it's not a spell, which is the key thing.
Dang it. Admit it, if that had worked, it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, Eric's going to do the only same thing, and bardically
and not dispel the
inspire.
walls of magic.
He's gonna bardically inspire Astra.
You try and bardically inspire Astra, and it fails once more.
Yeah. Okay, there's literally no bonus action that Erik can take.
Yeah, so a lot of people can't take, but you can no, you can't even take the dodge action because that's an action. You can just sort of wait there, basically.
Yeah, but he wants Dimble to just die, so it's fine.
That's cool.
He doesn't like Dimble.
It's Polo's turn. He is going to. He looks over at the. I'm going to make him make a check for what he's going to do because, yeah, he's smart enough to realize he was not going to fit through that tiny gap. He's basically going to move up here, start banging on this thing. You don't actually hear anything as he bangs on this wall of force. He's basically sticking his tongue out to you, making lewd hand gestures.
Okay,
He
so
wouldn't.
here's what Erik is going to do. Erik will mouth this back at him. Actually, no, here, just keep going on. Whenever I finish whatever Eric's
Okay.
going to say, I'm just going to say it.
Okay, James, it is your turn. I will say he's currently distracted by Erik.
Can I get an attack or not? Can I get
You have advantage, which means sneak attack. Oof.
Oh my god.
16 plus 13. Where's 16 plus 13? Ah, math.
Wait, 16 plus
200.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
20, 29?
29.
Yeah, cool.
Wait, can I sharpshooter? It's too late, isn't it?
It's like-
It is too late. Unfortunately. It takes 29 points of damage. And he's on 29 health, funnily enough.
Oh.
So you did
Nice.
exactly half of his remaining health. Love it when that happens. So yeah, that's your turn. He shouts, "Ah, fuck you!"
Okay, Erik is going to very obviously mouth this so that Polo gets exactly what he's saying.
I don't know if you have enough time. In 6 seconds to say that.
He rolled very low on his insight check, and he has fucking no idea what you're saying.
Okay, to make it more clear, Erik is going to start making rude gestures back at him.
Okay. It is Astra's turn. A giant snake is starting to strangle Loen.
Also, I love how Dimble just doesn't use
Yeah,
the
you're enraged for a whole minute.
Wait, what? What don't I
Wait,
use?
what did you say?
Robert,
Yeah,
sorry.
because he's not like entirely robotic. He is still he has human parts.
Bongo.
What?
Look at that. You can
Yeah,
use
I haven't had the
that.
chance to use it. I wanted to use it for a long time, but I haven't had the chance to use it. 'Cause I
I'm
keep
pretty
rolling
sure-
good.
You can use it against other people's attack rolls
Okay.
to make them lowered, but it rarely comes up.
I didn't know that.
Math. 24, right? 24 points of damage in total. The snake takes 24 points of damage.
24, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna move it one back just so it's clearer. The health bars. It is officially next to Astra though. Okay. Oh, and raged, which is +6, right? Because your charisma modifier is +3. Boop. Well remembered. I believe that's all you can do. You can still move and bonus action actually. Give me a dexterity check just to see if you can actually get your hands onto him with this snake, because the snake is officially here, like sort of tangled around him. Just want to see how easily you can get your hand towards him. Yeah, you can do it easily enough. How much would you like to lay on hands him? How many hands would you like to lay on him? He's missing 29 health. $15, okay. You feel holy energy revitalize you, Loen. It is Dimble's turn. Yay.
Alright. I'm gonna move away a bit for a sec.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna play my Flute of the Commander using Healer on myself.
Okay.
And then Cure
All healing
Wounds.
you receive will be increased. Cure wounds, okay. Just gonna put the green thing. Okay. Cure your
Level
wounds
2,
yourself. That's math.
17.
16? No, 17. Yeah, I can count.
Plus, oh wait, plus 50%, so it's
No.
7.
Oh wait, I'm confused. So I was okay. 17 plus the higher level plus the 50% is
That's gonna be
half of 18.
25.
Is sure. I'll take your word for it. Cool. I'm bad at adding apparently. That's Dibble's turn. It's Lowen's turn. Lowen, you need to roll me a d10. Nine. You can move and act normally this turn. Now you need to make me a strength saving throw because you're being grappled by this snake. You managed to break free of the snake's grasp. That is your action, though, to break free, I believe. Yeah. So you've got movement and a bonus action left. You're still confused, but you're not constricted anymore. Yes, it would. Oh, if you want to use your... Oh, do you want to use your thing instead? Instead of trying to break free with just your raw strength, you can use that if you want. Okay, cool. That's fine. Oh, that would not count as a no. Confusion doesn't count as a slowing or anything. The constriction counts as slowing and stunning. Confusion doesn't. Ah, scan. What does your scan do again? It tells you... Oh, I think I probably wrote it down somewhere. I'll just check your character sheet real quick. Okay. Oh, there, I'll read it. Blah, blah, you have information. Okay. You find out it has 30 movement speed, 20 AC, and 43 health currently. It's under the effects of the gaseous form spell, and it is an undead creature. Its surface thoughts are that they need to protect the Lich. They need to kill... They need to focus Erik and Astra first. Those are all their surface thoughts, effectively. They need to focus the Bard and the Paladin first. That's all the wizards focus thoughts. So you understand all of that information with your scan. That scan function, so good. At the end of your turn, please give me a wisdom saving throw. You are still under the effects of confusion. It is Amy Lynn's turn. She is going to... Yep, she's going to do it. I just need to Google it real quick, because I've written down what spells she has, but not what the spells do, funnily enough. I do know that what this spell does. It's just... just to find... You need to make me a dexterity saving throw, Astra. Lime?
Lime.
Lime?
Lime.
Lime, 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 lime.
Lime.
It's like we like the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Lime,
Lime.
lime, lime,
Lime.
lime, lime. I might have to oh ho ho her. Oh ho ho her. It's gonna come in 3, 2, 1. Hath we summoned her? Is she there? Is she dead?
Oh,
Oh,
Lime
there
is
she is.
typing.
Hello. Dexterity. It's fine. So yeah, dexterity saving throw. That is enough. You're going to take... I think you take... No, you don't take any damage. You actually dodge out of the way and don't take any damage from this spell. You see a curse under her breath, and that's all she can do. She tried to disintegrate you, just so you know. It's the mech's turn. Yeah, she is in a gaseous form, but she can still cast spells. It basically just makes her more mobile and able to like dodge attacks better and fit through very tiny gaps. Oh no, I homebrewed this gaseous form, so it's less shit, because otherwise nobody would ever use gaseous form. It is partially homebrewed.
Gaseous.
Oh,
It's gaseous.
Yeah,
Not gaseous.
I use a lot of homebrew stuff, because gaseous form is otherwise kind of useless. It's good at like moving through tiny gaps, which you have to do so often in D&D.
Dabo did it.
That's what I just did, actually.
Yes, literally the first time in the entire campaign someone had to fit into a tiny gap. You do indeed, Lime.
Does casting
Essentially,
gaseous form
gaseous form.
again cancel out the gaseous form?
I don't know. That's a confusing question. Anyway, it is Mech's turn. Mech Boy is going to see if he regens his rockets, which for the first time he does not. He's going to attempt to squeeze his mech past to get to you, and he fails. So he's fucking stuck. He can't do anything. Instead, he is going to... What even can he do? Oh, you can't see him, actually. No, but people can see him. It's fine. He's not going to do anything. It's Snek's turn. Snek is going to attack Astra. It's going to hit Astra, dealing 10 points of damage, and she is now grappled. Snek.
Snack.
Snek just moves up and grapples her. That's cool. Eric's turn.
Okay. So, Erik is going to be useful for one.
That's insane.
Well, I mean, you know, like how you could have dispelled this wall like 5 times by now. I mean, okay.
Yeah, I'm dispelling this wall.
Okay, dispel this wall. The wall, I need to... Wait, there we go. Dispelled. Actually, wait
Wow.
1 second. Wait. It might. I just need to check something. Okay. What level are you casting at? You don't have any... You have 1 level 4 spell slot left. Are you casting at level 3 or level 4?
Oh yeah, I need to actually do the thing for level 4, don't I? Also, since I can do it at level 4, I might as well do it at level 4, unless I feel like using Dimension Door, which I don't.
Okay. You're casting it at level 4. Okay. You need to make a charisma check.
Charisma saving or just charisma?
Just charisma check. That is not enough.
Can I lucky
Or-
that? Just
Yeah, you
'cause
can lucky it.
I would be super embarrassed if Erik fails on charisma.
Yeah, you can lucky. That is enough, and you managed to dispel this wall.
Okay, so Erik will quickly flip off Polo once again before running up here.
Okay, cool. You run around the corner. It is Polo's turn.
Wait, I still
Polo's
have a
like-
bonus. I still have a bonus action.
Oh, you do. What are you gonna do with it?
For my bonus action, I will flip off Polo a second time.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, it's Polo's turn. Polo is going to, seeing that this wall has been dispelled, is going to be like, oh fuck. He's going to run up to Astra and is going to attack her in the back. Natural 20, so he doesn't even need to re-roll that with advantage. He hits both of his attacks, but he's not particularly strong. Math. 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. I genuinely struggled with that for a
2
second.
plus 2 is 4. Minus 1
And
plus 3 quick maths.
And Astra takes 50 points of damage. Ouch. James' turn.
Hmm?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Big snake in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the snake.
Okay, I will say you don't get sneak attack for hitting the snake. Because while Astra is within 5 feet, she's incapacitated. So,
Okay.
or immobilized, rather.
Oh my gosh, you just got a
Okay.
great idea.
Gonna use charged shot or whatever it's called.
Yeah, okay.
Freezy thing with the freeze.
On the snake.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. That's going to hit, dealing 8 damage. She's actually going to succeed the con saving throw
Darn.
with a really good roll, but she still takes 8 points of damage. Yeah. Actually, no, she does succeed. I was being confused for a second there. That's your turn, and you dodge, obviously taking the dodge action. It's Astra's turn. You need to make. If you want to escape, you need to make a strength saving throw to try and break free of this snake that's wrapped around you. Okay, give me a strength saving throw. It is an action as well to try and get free.
Drunk.
Unfortunately, not enough. Okay, so you're just gonna, sort of squirming. You still have a bonus action if you want to do anything. Yeah, you can lay on your hands yourself. It is possible because especially like it's not difficult to touch yourself if you're being restrained.
Oh, it's
So-
not difficult to touch yourself, huh?
No, it's not difficult to touch yourself. 10 points. Okay, you heal up by 10.
Unless you are disabled.
Okay, in that case, it is Dimble's turn.
Alright. Let me see, where am I? So, alright, can I move over here and then cast Enlarge Reduce and then use Reduce on the mech?
You can indeed. It just works, doesn't it? I think because it's not like a creature.
Yeah.
Oh, if the target is a creature, no, that's fine because it's not a creature. Okay, yeah. You watch as this mech seems to shrink in size, and you hear pained screams coming from inside.
Oh shit! What up?
I'm gonna need to roll some dice. Actually, Bongo, you can roll it. Roll me 7d10 damage.
That
was
is
kind of
garbage.
That's garbage.
Mongo,
That's so god awful.
That is the most garbage roll ever. What the heck? Only one is greater than 5.
Are you gonna lucky that or?
You can't even lucky it.
it.
Oh.
You can't lucky damage rolls. That's hilarious. 3 1s out of 7. 3 were 1s.
And then there's a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Okay, it is Loen's turn. Loen, please roll me 1d10. Nine, you can act as normal. Lucky you. Okay. Yeah, you swing the snake. Not going to be enough to hit the first one, but the second one does hit and kill the snake, leaving behind this pale green skinned elf once more. basically, if you rolled lower, it might make you miss your turn, or make you run in a random direction, or attack an ally, or something like that.
Confusion
But since you
is
keep rolling
really
high, you're
funny.
fine. Confusion is a really good spell. But no, confusion is basically just since you rolled a 9. If you roll a 9 or a 10, it doesn't do anything to you for that turn. But yeah, you're fine. You still got your second attack. Oh, no, you don't. Never mind. You used your both attacks. You still got bonus action if you want to do anything. If you want to inspire anyone or something. Astra's no longer constricted either. Anything? No? Or not? Okay. In that case, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Still under the effects of confusion. It is Amelin's turn once more. She is going to... Trying to think if she can even do anything here.
I think this episode needs to be called Garbage Rolls.
Yeah. If everyone's rolling like shit. She can't actually do much, to be honest.
I think like the radio signals in the sky today are like really bad.
Oh. Give me a wait, I need to check what saving throw it is. Dexterity saving throw, please. Lime.
What is Roll20 used for the random?
Lime. You there? Cool, there you go. Cool. That's a 13, correct? In that case, you're going to take full damage. Okay. Do you even have any lucky points left?
What the heck?
Anyway, the fuck does that mean?
I guess we got bad light fluctuations today.
Oh yeah, you did use one yesterday. That is true. Since you haven't taken a rest. Since that fight. Okay. In that case, 31 points of damage. Could be worse. As a bolt of lightning just shoots out towards you, crackling all over you, causing quite a bit of pain. Le pain. It is this guy's turn. He's going to try and escape from his mech. And with a natural 1, he can't. Painful metal jabbing into him at all directions. I'm going to say, Bongo, you have the honors of rolling 7d10 again.
Alright. This time for sure. There we go.
Much better.
You hear screams of pain for a few seconds, and then you don't hear anything, but you can see blood beginning to trickle out of this metal suit.
Oh, this was a great idea. I'm glad we talked about the moon earlier, or else I wouldn't have thought of enlarge reduce.
That was amazing. It is now Mira's turn. She's going to turn towards Astra and is going to just attack her, just slashing at her with this small dagger she has. Desperate.
Punch her in the
Missing
face.
both. She misses both attacks. It's very desperate. It is now Eric's turn.
Okay. So, here's what Erik is going to do.
Wait, what happened to that? Oh, never mind. I'm being confused. I remembered you failing the saving the check to dispel the magic before remembering you re-rolled. So I was like, where did that wall go? I'm really forgetful sometimes.
So, Erik is going to Eric's gonna cast Speak with Animal. No, okay, well, seriously. Just because there's not much Erik could realistically do that would be particularly fantastic, he's gonna try a level 3 Dispel Magic just to see if that works.
You can give me a charisma check.
Okay, core.
That is not going to be enough, unfortunately.
Okay, so Erik is going to return to the tried and true method. Like, Eric's gonna knock on the glass a bit, get Polo's attention, immediately start mouthing rude words and making rude gestures again.
You knock on this wall of force, but since no noise travels through, he doesn't seem to get.
Eric's going to try to be as ridiculous as possible, just trying to get Polo to pay attention.
Just jumping up and down, waving your arms.
So he can continue to insult him.
Nothing that seems to work, unfortunately. And it's Polo's turn. He's going to... his bracer begins glowing blue, and he's going to point towards James. James, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Wait, can I, with a reaction, well, actually, hold on. Boost my AC by 2, just because I can.
That's... yeah, you can do. Sure,
Cool.
Your AC is boosted by 2. That dexterity saving throw is unfortunately not enough, and you are going to take full damage. Actually, is Astra in range? What's the range of... It's 10 feet, isn't it? Her aura.
Oh, come on.
So it's like he's literally just out of range of it. You're going to take 39 points of damage.
Oh, God.
As a bolt of blue lightning just streams towards you. You can half the damage from that, can't you? Or something.
Yeah,
no, it's only from attacks, not from
no,
spells.
Wait, no, please.
No, it's only from attacks,
Please.
not from spells. This light just soars through you. Courses through you, rather, not soars.
I thought we were
James,
supposed to be rolling bad.
You've just been freshly electrocuted.
Okay.
That's 3 6s, guys. You know what that means.
Oh, a devil gets spawned. To fight for you guys.
Wait, no.
Oh,
Okay,
sweet.
yeah, sure. Let's do that. Okay, me. So I'm gonna shoot this guy, Polo.
Okay.
She's Astra's now capacitated, right?
That's just fine.
Yeah, so I can sneak attack. Correct.
Kaji and Dwight stayed behind to block the door, and Sean got blocked off by a large metal plate that got sent down. Yeah, that's sneak attack. That's going to be enough to not kill, hurt. Math. That is an easy math to do, and I'm struggling.
16.
16. See, here's the thing. I can do math quite well. It's just I second guess myself, and then I take ages figuring it out, very slowly. It's weird. But yeah, Astra, you're up. What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
What will Astra Dooku?
What will Dooku Astra?
What will Astra Dastra?
You could try killing her.
Try lopping off her head. If she survives still, she ain't gonna be able to do much.
Okay.
Oh.
Attack Polo. Give me an attack.
I think this mage boy is keeping her alive.
Maybe Polo's the one keeping them alive. You don't know.
No,
Yeah,
I
Astra,
doubt it.
give me an attack against Polo. It's going to hit, dealing 7 points. No, 8 points. Second attack is going to deal 12. Oh, you're also enraged. So that first attack is going to leave him on 2, and the second attack is going to... So he's on 2 health. Second attack deals 12 points of damage, and it chops off his head. He is dead. Falls to the ground, defeated.
Dead as a doorknob.
Dead as a doorknob, indeed. You have a movement and a bonus action left.
Who do we attack? Oh wait, aim immediately again.
The last thing he sees before his head gets chopped off is, as his head pivots around from Astra's attack, is you flipping the bird to him. Anything else Astra wants to do? Ku?
Oh man, I should like play D&D when I'm super tired more often.
Okay. Astra heals herself by 14. And movement? Any way you want to move? Okay. It is Dimble's turn.
Psst, Dimble. Make rude gestures.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, I am going to give invisibility to Astra.
Okay. Astra, you disappear. Whoosh. Invisible.
Wow, she's in a gaseous form.
Yeah. What you gonna do else, Dimble? Anything else or not?
I mean, I can't do anything else.
Okay, it is Lowen's turn then. Of course, you roll high again. You're fine to make your turn as normal. This confusion has been the worst confusion ever.
I mean, it's better than the one I tried to use earlier that just failed.
True. Okay, just give me a strength check to see if you can pin her to the ground.
I'm gonna also pin Mira.
Yeah, you easily pin her down. She's not very strong.
Alright guys, I pinned Mira.
Hey guys, can you give me specific examples of Tyler being stupid in total drama?
No, because he's genius.
Let me think.
Because apparently someone on the subreddit is seriously claiming Tyler is smarter than Courtney and Bridget.
Is this person the?
We're gonna
Yeah,
bring the
actually.
dinner to the table and then we're gonna eat it.
Is there anything else you want to do, Lone? Okay. In that case, it's Amelin's turn. She can do one more thing. Okay. All 3 of you give me a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yep.
How dare you?
Oof. Lowen's low. Dabo's a bit too low.
How am I like completely? I'm like completely covered up.
That's too bad.
Because she's shooting it behind you and it explodes in an area.
Yeah.
All 3 of you are going to fail. 15, yeah, but you're going to fail still. It's got DC of 16. This is going to hurt. Okay. If you have a lucky point, you can. If you have one left, then go ahead. That is going to be enough. You're going to take half damage. Loen and James take full damage.
James
So
is
Loen
dead.
takes 23. James takes 12.
Why did
Astra
James take 12?
takes 11. Astra takes 11 points. You watch as James seems to be knocked back by this fiery explosion. But then a strange form seems
Dabo?
to phase out from James. A ghostly shape that barely has any substance to it. I will temporarily use a...
Dabo,
Yeah, can you hear me?
you left the roll 20.
I know. My microphone fell on my keyboard and closed it.
A form seems to form out of James.
What? Is this JoJo?
A ghostly form.
Yeah,
that
this
seems
is
to
That's
JoJo.
my thing.
He has this
That seems to happen.
stand.
This mirror who you've been pinning to the ground basically dies in this fiery explosion. So that's cool. That's what she can do. It's Eric's turn.
Get kamikaze.
Okay. So let's try something. Actually, how far can Erik move up? Like this much?
Yeah, you can move around the tiny mech.
Okay. So let's test something just to see if this works. Erik is going to try a thunder wave just to see if it goes through the wall or not.
You use a thunder wave, doesn't.
Doesn't.
Ah, well. Like, there's literally nothing else Erik can do.
Does it hit the mech?
Yes.
Alright, we need mech damage.
No, we don't
And then
really, because
hurt Daxus more.
it hurt them. It hurt the mech a bit. Like I'll just do 10 damage to it. But yeah.
Okay, so Erik, being as eternally wise as he is, will start making rude gestures to Amelin, and will you can just go on as Erik types out another rude thing to mouth to someone.
Okay, it is James's turn. On James's turn, I will also take this shadowy form's turn, who lets out a horrendously loud screaming wail as she floats. This slightly feminine, ghostly form floats towards this creature, this wizard. And it's James's turn.
I forgot how this worked.
You're on 1 health.
Oh, okay. So I'm still alive. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I lay on hands myself? Or wait, what do I have? I have some healing spell. Hold on.
Oh, the glove one. If you want to
No.
use that, you can.
Wait, yeah,
Healing hands.
glow one. Yeah.
Okay, I just need to check how much that is. Please roll me 60-10.
Me? Am I quiet?
Yeah, you're a bit quiet.
Only a little.
Okay.
Okay. Ow.
Dabo heals by 34 points.
And then I stab him.
I think it's Google Hangouts doing something weird. I think that's weird.
Probably. So that was your action?
Yep. That's not much I could do really. I mean, I can't attack this person at first, so I'll just stand here.
Okay, it is Astra's turn.
Eric is loving this.
You can move to the side of it, so you can just move like here if you want. Oh, do you mean charge attack? Yeah, you can charge attack. You can sort of just like curved charge attack. Yeah, cool. Make a charge attack then.
Does the person see what I'm saying?
No, too busy with a ghostly figure and a paladin running at them.
It's a
Dang
stand.
it! Nobody's seeing my great insults today.
That's gonna hit, dealing
16
math. No,
plus whatever.
21.
21.
Oof, 21 points. That's your turn. It's Dimble. Dimble's go.
Oh, good.
It's Dimple.
It's Dimble. I'm going to use my Fruit of the Commander to give Dabo Ranger.
Hey, Lime.
You
we
play
want
this.
immunity
You play
in
the flute,
PvP.
and it doesn't seem to go through this wall.
Also, wasn't Astra invisible?
There
Oh,
was a challenge.
never mind.
It was a luck
Astra was invisible, so it would have got. Yeah, no, it would work then, definitely. Astra would have got an advantage on that attack, but yeah, she's not invisible anymore.
Okay.
But it does work.
Wait,
So
can you roll a d20
yes.
again? See if you got a 20.
Yeah, Astra, just roll a d20.
Nice face, Rob.
James has Ranger now, so he has advantage on his next attack.
Yay.
No, it didn't. Okay, that's fine. That's all Dimble can do. It's Lowen's turn. Lowen, you're still. Oh, you didn't make a Wisdom saving throw because you didn't make one last turn. So just see if you're actually broken out of confusion. You're not. So roll a d10. 2. I think I'll check what that means. If you roll a 2, you don't move or take actions this turn. So it's basically just you skip a turn. Make a Wisdom saving throw. See if you break out of confusion at the end of your turn. You don't. It's Abelin's turn. She is going to touch Astra.
Oh.
Wow.
Astra, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I don't know. Is that assault? Pretty sure that's assault.
It's kind of.
It's like half assault. Wait, is
a Constitution
child?
a Constitution saving throw. Oof. Astra takes 26 points of damage.
Oh.
And she heals by 13. Astra's dying. It is Eric's turn.
Okay. Eric can't cure wounds.
No, my
Or at least
demon.
You can cure the wall's wounds.
Okay, so here's what Eric is gonna do. Eric's gonna... No, Eric can't inspire Lowen. Never mind. So Eric's gonna run up here, start banging on the glass, try the exact same insult a second time, start making rude gestures.
Honestly, with how long that insult is, it's basically that you're still continuing it. And you're just trying to get her attention. It doesn't seem to be working, though, considering no sound passes through.
Okay,
It is.
in that case, wait.
Yeah?
Eric will start throwing the teeth he looted off of Eri at the glass wall.
Okay. You start throwing them. Cool. It's James's turn.
My turn, you say?
Yes.
Because I have advantage on this next turn, right?
You do.
I'm gonna go up here.
Okay.
Well, I can shoot from here, I guess. Well, I'm not gonna hit Leon, right?
No, you'll be fine. Unless you got a natural one.
I won't.
But you've got advantage, so
Yeah.
there's a 1 in 400 chance.
All right, let's go 1 in 400.
No, even if I roll a natural one, it's gonna be a crit because I have the lucky thing.
No, you'd have to roll 2 natural ones.
Yeah, and then I'd
Yeah,
get crit.
That would be a crit.
'Cause I had the
Oh
gamble
yeah,
roll.
that's true. It would be a crit.
It's just
But
literally
it would
impossible.
yeah, that's true. It's literally impossible for you to hit Loen then.
Okay. Laser sneak attack.
Are you going to be using sharpshooter?
I am gonna be using sharpshooter.
Okay. 23? 23
Okay.
points damage.
Yeah, 23.
Oof. It hits. Does quite a bit of
Yeah.
damage. It is Astra's turn. Astra, please give me a death saving throw. Oh, actually, James's Ghosty is also going to attack. But Astra still needs to make a death saving throw. Okay, Ghosty can't hit her for shit. So, Astra, death saving throw.
No.
Just a d20. That's 1 success. Just. Dimble.
Hey. Hmm. Alright, you know what? I got nothing better to try. I'm gonna try that window tactic.
Okay, you just pull a window.
Yep.
Put it onto the wall. There is now a window in this magical wall.
Alright, I'm gonna walk through the window.
Yeah, you unhatch and walk through the window.
Hi
Boop.
guys.
Oh, the wall, this purple shimmering wall, now just has a very homely looking
Could've done that
window
the whole
on it.
time.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot
I'll say it's probably your action to actually make the window appear, though.
Shoot.
Loen, please roll me a d10. Five. I believe 5 is running in a random direction, but I'll just check. I keep closing the tab because I think you're going to end the combat this round, but you never do. Oh no, the creature doesn't move or take actions this turn with the 5 as well, because it's 2 to 6 does that. So yeah, just basically stunned again. Give me a wisdom saving throw. See if you finally break out of this confusion.
Come on, do it. Do it, Lowen. Do it. What does he need to roll?
You do. You finally break out of
Oh,
confusion. You're no longer confused. Amy Lynn is going to. She's going to pull out. She's tapped
gonna
for
pull out?
spells. She's going to pull out a small dagger and is going to stab Astra in the neck. That's 2 fails.
Yeah, you can do that.
And she's going to start running away. Run away! She's actually, yeah, she can disengage.
Someone better
Yeah, that's what she can
help
get.
Astra.
So Astra's got 2 fails and 1 success
James,
right now.
you know what to do.
Do I?
It's Eric's turn. She stabbed you in the neck, which is instantly 2 fails and 1 success. Because it's an instant crit.
Oh, please.
Astra's just lying there,
There's
just
only,
dead. Not
James
dead,
goes
but
before
dying.
Astra, so. Or Eric could have gone there through the window. Well, I guess that would be. Would that?
I'm not sure if you could really get there in
Yeah,
time.
he couldn't get there.
Not with an action in. If he still had Dimension Door, he could. But I think Dimension Door's an action too, so it'll be fine. Either way, I don't think he could.
Only he had Dimension Door. But then there would be a wall here.
Is Eric doing anything or?
Rob?
We've lost him, boys.
He's gone. Oh,
He's
his
just
mic is-
moving up and down.
His mic is muted.
Oh, maybe he doesn't realize.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
No,
here's what I actually
you need three-
plan on doing. I actually plan on going this way. Yeah, just however far.
okay.
Like I was initially going to jokingly go after them and insult, and I realized there's actually stuff I can do.
You can use your action to sprint further if you want
Sure.
to move another 30 feet. So like 1, 2, 3,
Oh
4.
look, I moved.
You're there.
Dang it.
No. And Lime, no, you get dead if you get 3 failures, and you rise up if you get 3 successes. But they're not like the same stat. It's like you can get a total of like you can be in a situation where you have 2 fails and 2 successes, for instance, and still need 1 more death save. James, it is your turn. Actually, Erik, you still have a bonus action if you want to do anything with it.
Let's see. With Eric's bonus action, he will shout at Emulin, and
I hate you.
yeah, he will start the insult over again now that she can actually hear him.
Erik.
Okay. Okay, that's what Erik does with his turn. James, it's your turn.
I don't
Do I get
think.
advantage on that at all? She's like turning gray, running away.
Hmm?
You know, do I get advantage on this lady? 'Cause she's like running away. You know, like
If you want to attack her, yeah, you'd have advantage.
really? Yes. Okay.
Because she's like not
Yeah.
protecting at all. Okay, that's going to deal
With sharpshooter.
12 points of damage,
Wait,
but
did
she
you
needs to
just-
make a check to see if she survives.
Did you just... James.
She
James.
you hit her in the back of the head. Blood splatters across the back wall.
James!
This
James.
shadowy ghost fades into the ground, and that is and James can move up with his movement. You still have a bonus action and a cunning action, but neither of those things you can actually do to help Astra. Astra, Astra, it's your turn to make a death saving throw.
Oh my god. Can
Oh my god, this is so fucking. No, Astra, you're gonna need to. Well, if you're not gonna roll, then you're just gonna die.
Alright, this episode is now called James.
James,
okay. Lime, roll.
I can't take this. My poor heart.
Oh, I'm crying.
This is like really funny and really sad at the same time.
It is.
Can you? Oh no.
No, like you do get a second life if you die, but it's not going to be like, hey, you get rezzed instantly. There is going to be a cost.
Didn't I already die once or something?
I'll play some really tense music.
Wait, did I die before? I can't remember.
No, I don't think you did. I don't think anyone's died, to be honest, in this campaign yet, apart from Sherry.
Yeah, I was
But
about to
but-
say.
But NPCs. Oh, Dimble did. Oh,
Yeah,
apparently
he
you
did.
did.
He died, and now he looks about 8 to 10 years younger. That was what happened.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, Dimble did die.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I
No,
thought that was Astra.
I thought that was Astra rolling it. Jesus Christ! Don't do that to me.
Also, can you use lucky on death rolls?
You can't. Well, I think canonically you probably could, but it doesn't make any sense for me to like. I only make you use lucky on non-death saves because death saves is more pure luck, and lucky is supposed to be more like. It's weird. I don't
Pure
know.
luck?
I don't let it. Lucky is already the best feat in the game. It doesn't need to be any better, you know.
Lime, you need to roll.
You need to.
Viki will actually kill Astra if you don't.
I
roll.
like. I can't. I don't have any other choice apart from leaving it on a cliffhanger
Leave it like ready
for like literally a
Will
week to
Lime
see if
die? Will Astra die? Find out in the next episode.
Just roll it. Aren't we out of combat anyway?
No, you. If someone's still dying, you're in combat. Like you're still in initiative, rather.
Good job,
It
James.
will if you roll properly, and then we can heal you.
If you just roll, you will not die either way.
Like, Astra will come back looking like 10 years younger, meaning she'll only be like 200.
Well, that's like one of the things that can happen.
Dabo, stop rolling.
Dabo!
It scares me every time, especially since you roll like shit.
If it would happen, if
No, because here's the fun fact: Erik could have used his bonus action to bardically inspire James,
Yeah, I was pointing
giving him a
at
plus
James.
like 8.
I was pointing at James like a bunch, like.
Okay.
Like, freaking inspire him.
That's 3 failures.
which he died.
Dimble, it's your turn.
Gotcha. Okay.
You don't know that. Nobody knows that, apart from Astra. Well, Astra doesn't know it because she's dead. But
Alright, I am going to perform a medicine check on Astra.
okay, give me a medicine check. This happy music shouldn't be playing at this time now. Okay. You look her over. You try wrapping her up. You don't do a good job of it, but through this medicine check, you realize, yeah, she's gone.
Hmm.
Hmm.
James is
Why?
gonna shoot himself.
You are now out of initiative.
James is gonna shoot himself.
Oh god, it's gonna be like a fucking Romeo and Juliet, isn't it?
Please do.
Why did I just get
God.
a message from your teacher as shit? Why is he sending me a message on Reddit? He's probably asking how far he can go with his memes or something.
How often
Yep.
does he message you?
Eh.
Okay, so Astra just died, by the way, in case you guys didn't know.
You hear a chilling voice speak out over the ship's intercom. Well, I see you couldn't all make it to the final stage. It's a shame that my dear, sweet granddaughter couldn't see me again before she perished.
Granddaughter.
Oof.
Hmm.
And
Strong oof.
I'm tempted to end it here unless you want to actually get Astra alive at the end of this session.
Yeah, can we
Okay.
skip to the part where we find a way to bring Astra back?
But how are you going to try and bring her back?
True resurrection.
Can I heal her?
You can all try. I'm assuming at this point you all are trying to medically resurrect her, and none of you have the medical
With a
knowledge to do
kiss.
so.
With a kiss of true love.
Okay, so we drag out the body from the mech and we kiss Astra's corpse with it.
Oh god.
Oh no. I probably wouldn't be concentrating on the mech anymore, so it would regrow back to its original size.
I will say, one thing that does pop into James's mind in particular is memories of everyone standing around Sherry's body and hearing Darius's voice in your mind telling you that he has a way of resurrecting people. That's the only thing it seems to strike you as such a stark similarity. I should say this wall of force is gone now.
Man, oh, this is like just like some TV show where they're just standing around a body and it's like flashback
Michael
to
none of
season
us showed
1.
any emotion.
Ooh, Erik can still run through the wormhole.
Just sure, have fun. Well, the window is still there. It probably just falls to the floor.
Why was
'cause
it?
it's not supported by anything.
Why is everybody more sad that Sherry died than Astra died?
Because we
Because
know
Sherry-
Astra can come back.
Literally, we know Astra's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna try and get her back though.
I'm gonna give her a kiss of true
I'm
love.
gonna call. I'm
Are you
gonna
gonna
call
kiss her dead body?
Yes.
It makes it sound way worse when you say kiss a dead body.
Yeah,
If
I'm gonna summon our coffee machine.
Literally add dead body to anything and it makes it worse.
I mean, your coffee machine is just beyond the door
Wait.
back
Oh,
that
yeah,
way.
Bongo? I buried the dead body.
I mean, that's pretty bad. How could you do such a thing? You like.
Is
sink-
it better than I buried him alive? You know, like hello? Question.
I'm gonna roll a d4, someone. Okay, Dimble. Actually, funnily enough, you hear a voice in the back of your mind. It sounds like Darius.
Oh.
Well, I see that our friend has perished.
You see?
Well, I can hear things, thoughts of others, and everyone's thinking the same thing where you are right now.
You got that right.
If it helps, I know a way we can bring her back.
Oh?
Yes, there are several ways. Although, for Astra in particular, I think there's one that will work well.
I'm intrigued.
I can cast a ritual on her, even from here. It just requires me thinking of her. However, it requires some sacrifice. If anyone of you is willing to sacrifice something, be it of monetary wealth, or magic items, or memories, you can simply place it around the body. I'll try the ritual regardless, but I'll give you some time to discuss it. Whether you want to just sacrifice or anything.
Alright, guys. So, Darius is like, hey, we can place things around the body of monetary value, and then you can cast some ritual that can bring Astra back to life and stuff.
Really? That's bad. Well, wow. I'm shook.
So
We can also give up our memories.
Memories?
We can also what?
Give up our memories.
Define memories.
Memories?
Like, how many memories are we talking, and what kind?
I have no idea. I'm gonna ask Darius. Can I think to Darius? Beaky?
Is this Beaky's way of handling?
Oh, sorry,
Sherry,
I was
making us
muted.
Forget about her.
I was muted. You can give up memories that mean a particular lot to your character, or something that particularly relates to Astra, or something like that.
Okay. So important memories or memories relating to Astra.
You can also give up a myriad of other things. You can give up your own strength, your own skills.
Oh.
Can I forget the fact that she doesn't, that she's not in a relationship with me?
Not really, because that's not really a memory of a thing, you know.
Darn.
Can I forget Astra dying?
You could give up that memory.
Can I give up that memory of, like, the one time we left those two people to die in the race? Actually, can I, like, give up my memories of, like, most of the race?
Can you give up your memories of Sherry? Can you just forget
You
about
can give up,
Sherry?
yeah, you can give up memories of most of the race, basically.
Wait, can we forget about Sherry?
No.
Can we all just forget about Sherry real quick? And
Yeah,
then...
no, but Eric's deciding to give up his memories of the race.
Imagine
Because
Sean
those all
if we
relate
all
specifically to
forgot
Astra, and the time, like, Erik spent the most time with Astra, so...
Okay.
Imagine if we actually did give up our memories of Sherry, and then we went back to Sean, and then he like at some point mentioned Sherry, and we're like, "Who's Sherry?"
It can be memories. It can be memories of Astra or memories that mean a lot to your character. The more they mean to you, the better they make the ritual effectively.
Okay, here's the thing, though. Erik and Astra can become friends again, so, like... We can work that part out.
I have an engagement ring
We
on me.
can
I
go
do
mother other people.
Yeah, you can give up the. You can give up. Is that the engagement ring? The very important one from your family heirloom.
Yes.
Yeah, you can give that up.
Oh yeah, I'm also gonna give up various items of great importance to Erik.
Okay. You're gonna give her all your crap, basically.
I will give up all 47 of my blankets.
Okay.
Alright, I will give up. Why do I have a small bag?
Can I whittle something?
So I'll say James probably does have some whittled things on him that you can.
Wait, does monetary value matter, or is it just emotional value?
Both are important.
Okay, then I'm gonna give up all 12 of my dragon teeth, all 16 of my green dragon scales, and all 4 vials of dragon blood.
Okay, give up all of that. Are you also giving up the memory of the race?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a lot of things you just gave.
You place things all around the body, and you focus on that image of that race in your mind, playing over the memory, and willing it to be used in this ritual. James puts in an engagement ring and some whittled works.
See.
Is he giving up a memory, James?
No.
Okay. Dimble, what are you giving up? Anything?
I like my memories.
What could
See, the
I give
engagement
up?
ring has emotional value because I plan on giving that to Astra, and this is like, see, because she's not dying, and that's pretty important, you know.
Oh, can I also forget the race?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can. Okay, so you're giving up the memory of the
What
race.
you
Is
dead?
Loen giving anything up? Is Loen giving anything up?
Loen needs to give Erik his robot arm.
Please,
Oh, your
you give up the
horse.
memories of your horse. Okay. All of the memories of your horse.
No.
Yeah, Loen's
Okay.
just gonna like walk back onto the ship, like
There's gonna be a horse there. He's never
no,
Okay.
no, even better. Imagine like Loen just isn't giving up the memories of his horse, but the memories of like horses as a whole, who just like walk back onto the ship and be like, "What the heck
What
is
the fuck
this?"
is that? That
Yes, we
hideous
have a-
alien.
Yes, we have a horse slime.
So yeah. Please mark off anything you've given off of your character sheets,
I
and the
have.
ritual begins. Loen. No, Dimble first, because Dimble's given the least.
Wow.
Dimble, you feel your memories of your time on Junker slip out of your mind. The moment you got hit, you got hot potatoed by an explosive, and got medevaced
Never
before the race
happened.
began.
Never happened.
Yeah, no. The memories slip from your mind, and you feel a sense of sort of a blackness in that area. Like you can't really recall much of what happened on that planet.
Wait, what was I forgetting?
I think you do remember that a race happened, but it's more just like, oh, I remember going to this school, but I don't remember anything that happened at that school. It's like the memories have fallen out of your mind.
Wait,
Uh,
what was I forgetting again?
Loen, you remember galloping around on a horse, but the memory slowly fades and gets replaced by you running around a lot as a kid. Not as a kid, but as you were going about your life, all memory of this horse that you really cared for seems to slip out of your mind and gets replaced with more lonely travels. James,
Aw.
this ring seems to dematerialize, and as does your whittled statue. You haven't given up any memories, but you hope that the strong sentimental and monetary value of that engagement ring is enough to help Astra get resurrected. Erik, all of the multitude of items seem to fade into a
All of which are either expensive or matter greatly to me.
they fade into a golden dust and seem to move and swirl around Astra's body. Your memories start fading. You think of the race, but your memories quickly turn to your memory of Sherry. You can't remember how you met Sherry.
I mean,
The memory just seems to have gone from
to
your
be
mind.
fair, I would also know, say, I would have met her in the desert and stuff. I just wouldn't know the initial encounter in the race itself.
Yeah. But you seem you know she was there, but you can't remember ever introducing yourself or where you first saw her. But you know that you are missing this memory. You remember you basically completely forget about Persephone, except for you somehow attacked this woman after the race for no apparent reason. It gives you a slightly bad taste in your mouth, because while Erik doesn't feel like Erik knows that he can do bad things for a good reason if it benefits him, but you can't really see any reason why you did that, and it gives a bit of a bad taste in your mouth because you know you're not that kind of person to just do bad things for the sake of it. Especially when she looked so scared running away.
I mean, I got some solace in the fact that Astra was doing it too. So.
Yeah, no, it's not like you're suddenly morally conflicted or anything, but it definitely is like a bit like, that's not.
Yeah, something probably happened there. I just don't know what.
All of this golden dust seems to circle around Astra's body, and she is going to need to roll a d4.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
2. Okay. Astra, your memories feel very hazy as you sort of sit up on 1 health. You look around and you can see everyone around you, and you sort of struggle to think of what happened. But then the memories come flooding back to you. You can practically see yourself getting stabbed by this wizard lady, and you could feel your life drain away from you, like your soul was being pulled up and out of your body, and then getting violently sucked back in. You realize that you have died and now been resurrected. As you sort of are sitting up and visibly moving around, you can hear this voice on the intercom once again. Astra, a hauntingly familiar voice. Well, looks like we'll be able to reunite again after all, won't we, Myra?
Myra?
And that is where we will end this session.
It's already been revealed once, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was we were playing with a Myra the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes sense to leave it on that as a cliffhanger.
Wait, does that mean that Marcus will now be the 4th paladin whose name starts with the letter M?
Probably, yeah.
That wasn't even intentional. Oh no.
It's actually Myra. It's the male version of Myra. We've got Marcus, and then we've got Marco. We've got Marque.
No. We established before that was Myro.
Myra.
Marcus is now actually named Myro.
That would be Mora.
No, because if it ends in an A, it's a feminine name, like in most cultures, so.
Yeah.
So then Mara.
Like Latina and Latino.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we figured it out. Mario was a paladin the whole time.
They gave enough things that there were no consequences for you.
How over the top did we go with the things? Like, if I didn't give the memory, would she still have come back fine?
Basically, the memory and all of that. You do realize how much money all that dragon stuff was worth.
A lot of stuff.
That was a shit. That was a shit ton of stuff.
That was a lot of money.
Eric basically contributed to about 70% of how much that was worth, and James's engagement ring from his family was worth about 20%, and other shit was worth 10%. Like, Eric gave the vast majority of the stuff to resurrect.
The engagement ring would be worth a lot of money, and B, it also like sentimental because I mean,
that was definitely the biggest.
Because I wouldn't have used that engagement ring if she died, basically. I would say.
Yeah, that was definitely the biggest contributing factor. The biggest individual factor, rather. Eric just gave a shit ton of stuff. Like, Eric was more quantity over quality, but that memory of the race did mean more to Eric than Dimble, for obvious reasons, considering Dimble wasn't even in the race.
Since Astra is suddenly brought back from the dead, does she now magically know true resurrection? Because she's been resurrected?
Do I know true resurrection?
And why didn't that woman just stab you once? What do you mean?
I think she means, why didn't she get 2
Oh, because she's what do you mean she had to stab you twice? Oh, no, she stabbed you once. She just got a crit because you were unconscious, so it's an automatic crit. And crits counts 2 failures. It's literally a thing that's happened in D&D campaigns before, like happened in High Rollers before. A dragon ate someone, like bit down on them while they were dying, so they'd have 2 failures, so they could barter and get out with their life. So she was like, I'm going to almost kill your friend so I can run away, and hopefully you'll waste time healing her so I can get away.
Oh, Viki, when will 2DR2 elimination be posted?
When I get all the votes, which I'm not sure if I do. I got like 4 last time I checked.
Lime, did you vote, or were you too busy being hospitalized?
It's more about us getting a certain vote, but considering it's 23 hours since the results got posted, very soon. I already know who's going home. It's more just because of the rules, I need to wait till the person who's got votes voted. You know.
Yeah,
Is
I know who it is, and if I'm
Yeah.
correct in how this works, we may or may not have cyberbullied someone out of the game.
Oh.
Oof. That's not good.
Because according to the r/survivor Discord, voting someone out 7-1 is cyberbullying. Like that's an actual quote someone said, and now someone seriously because they were pissed about being eliminated. They were like, voting someone out 7-1 is cyberbullying, and it was just so over the top that every time someone gets voted out 7-1, everyone immediately starts shouting about how it's cyberbullying.
So what did everyone think of the session? Was it
good.
terrible? Oh
That was
yay!
good.
I liked it, although I don't know. Yeah, that was pretty good.
No, it's terrible. Astra died, so it was immediately terrible.
I mean, it will make it more tense going into the final chapter sort of thing if
Now Astra
two of
can't
you,
die. And I can't die.
Astra and Dimble can't die. But I promise I didn't like. It was definitely possible. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. With the way I left it, if Erik inspired James, then James would almost definitely be able to resurrect Astra with a medicine check.
I probably should have healed Astra, but I kind of.
Why didn't you?
At the same time, here's the thing. At the same time, if you didn't, that woman might have escaped.
Yeah, I was kind of in the zone, like. But I don't know. I felt.
I mean, it is true. You can't deny it.
I mean, everyone can die in the final chapter, but it's more like if Astra dies or Dimble dies, they can't be resurrected.
Just like Aravan. Rip Aravan.
Yeah.
Also,
Erevan literally died twice.
About the fact that they had orders to kill me and Astra specifically, or were we ever filled in on that?
Oh, the reason they targeted Astra and Erik was more because of who you were. Erik had the ability to have heavy crowd control, and Astra was the healer. Like Dimble, James, and Loen, while they are all pretty good at attacking and killing things, if they are left without a healer or some kind of crowd control person, they're pretty easy to deal with crowd control. It's like, I'm just going to stun. Yeah, you're not really a healer. You're more just like you can heal.
Also,
kind of like Loen and James heals.
I just realized the worst part of all this. Even if we do revive Sherry, it will probably be mentioned in the epilogue basically exclusively, so we'll never basically be able to see Sherry again anyways.
Oof.
So we need a specific epilogue session just so that we can meet Sherry again.
I already think that, I already planned for the epilogue to have... I know what I want for the epilogue in terms of, design. It's going to be... You're going to have RP in the epilogue. It's not just going to be, So, yeah.
By the way, James, I'm going to use the entirety of your planet's economy to raise enough funds for our true resurrection.
Okay. Do you know how to use True Resurrection?
No, but I know people who do, and even if I didn't, I know people who could find people who do.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, we go back to the freaking tree people.
Because those tree people were nice. They wanted to take over the world with plants, but I thought aside from that, they were pretty stand-up gals.
Are they some great evil that's going to cause great problems for the universe down the line?
No, maybe. I mean, they're plant people. It's going to take them a while, at least.
Yeah, I was about to say, will this happen in Erik's lifetime?
Erik's? No, probably not.
Will this happen in the next couple 100 years?
You'd probably see the beginnings of it.
So they'd start to take over neighboring planets, but for the most part, everyone would be fine.
Yeah. Plus, it's not. I mean, they'll take a long time, but they don't really die because they basically, if they die, they just go back and regrow as young people again.
So in other words, the only solution is just to hire Elon Musk to make flamethrowers.
Basically. But yeah, I kind of like this. This team was called the Honeycomb Division, and they had a specific style of fighting where one of them could use a wall to block you into two halves. The other one could use their magical bracer to copy the wall, and then make you blocked off even further.
I see.
Which resulted in him blocking himself off.
I mean, he blocked himself off with James, in all fairness.
And then James escaped, and he had no
Yeah.
choice but to start cursing me out.
Yeah. I like the Hellish Rebuke. Using Hellish Rebuke after being hit by Hellish Rebuke. Which
Yeah.
technically was against the rules, but also not, because their turns were basically happening right after each other, so I figured it just makes sense.
I thought you said he had an item.
I should start
Yeah.
writing my insults in advance. That way, I can just have a Google Doc that I can copy and paste them from.
But you can heal yourself, Lime. You can take a short rest and stuff to heal yourself. But you have burnt through a lot of spells and stuff as a group. Like Eric's used both of his level 4 spell slots, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oof.
I've also used all of my level 3 spell slots.
Oof. So no more dispelling magic. Time to take a long rest. Oh yeah, Lime's fine. She used very little actually. She didn't even use her lyre.
Question.
Yeah.
Can I drink coffee to restore my spell slots?
There is a very slim chance that it could do that.
Can we even get back to the coffee?
I mean, if you can get the door open, that Sean has been desperately trying to open because he thought you were dying all on the other side.
I mean, we were.
But, yeah, I mean, you literally did, but...
Oh yeah, we should probably tell him.
Astra is
Shout to him, just yo, everyone's fine, kind of. Except maybe we should avoid mentioning the fact that we successfully brought someone back from the dead to Sean for now. Because he'd probably be pretty... More importantly, why could we not use this method to bring back Sherry?
There is a very specific reason why.
Because she wasn't a PC.
No, well, yes, but... Yes, that's the actual reason. But my thematic reason is because Astra's a paladin. She has holy connections. Sherry doesn't.
Whoa.
That's why Dimble couldn't have gotten resurrected by this method either. He had to be resurrected by a triangle guy.
I'm pretty sure he was actually a dodecahedron or something.
Dodecahedron, what?
Yeah, he was resurrected by a dodecahedron, but same difference.
Yeah, well, Erik met God once and proceeded to sell cocaine to him.
Speaking of gods, have you picked which god you're going to be devout to yet, Rob?
I'm still trying to decide. I'll probably... let me look them over again real quick.
Oh yeah, go. Are you going to be playing in the next campaign? So we really need to talk about character creation.
Also, define what you mean by glory.
If you're talking about he's all about people should... It's kind of like respect. And generally, I don't want to say I'm trying to think of how it's a pretty awkward thing to word.
Is it more like respect and discipline, or is it more about say going out for the honor and glory and all of that stuff?
More like that. It's more about the showboaty side of things to an extent. Not it's not like huge egomaniacs, but more like people who do a lot of things should be respected and not. It's not like showing disrespect to people who don't do things. It's all about being I've done a lot. I deserve respect and admiration. And
oh, that's a bit different from what I thought it was originally going to be, and that makes it a lot easier for me to decide open.
Okay, cool.
Because, Marcus is not in it for the honor and glory and I deserve respect at all.
That's good though. No, but it's good that it helps make a decision.
Dabo,
Yeah, what?
look at these pictures.
But yeah, that is good. Who are you planning on playing again? I can't remember. I think you picked. Did you pick someone you wanted to play? Go. I can't remember. My memory is like a sink, like it's draining water constantly.
Oh, that's cool, but I'm too lazy to do that.
Also, I need to
my
change
gosh.
things
Oh,
around
bad.
slightly. For roleplay reasons, Marcus is now a turtle. I really want someone to be a turtle now. I don't know why it's a thing.
I'm still making progress on the map, by the way. It's becoming more and more complete as I go.
I see. There's rivers.
Yeah, there's now water in each of the 4 zones.
Wow. Water.
Okay, but are the bodies of water larger than cups but smaller than jugs?
Oh, Lime won't understand this meme that we've spawned, but it's become a thing where, like, for some reason, coincidentally, everyone's character flaws, involved water.
I mean,
Like,
Marcus's
completely.
doesn't actually. I don't
Is it
know.
larger than a lake
Marcus's
but
yet.
smaller than an ocean?
Everyone's flaws for their new characters involved water and not liking water. Although Erik was joking, it was really funny because it's like Erik was like, "Hey, mine's gonna be I'm scared of some water," and Dab was like, "Hey, that's what mine is like." I'm like, "Oh yeah, definitely not what Lime's is kind of like as well." It's like,
Okay, mine makes sense, does it not?
yeah, yours makes sense.
Because I'm a robot.
You can change it
No.
if you want, but
I can change.
I can change. I can
Please
learn
help
to not
me.
be afraid of water. It was my idea originally. But I actually made that up before I heard anything about and Dabo PM'd me with his idea of not liking water, and I'm like, huh, funny how literally a few hours ago I suggested to Lime something like this.
I mean, I'm a robot. I don't like water because it'll like fry me. So
Yeah.
I still need to come up with something from Marcus de Fear that would actually make sense with his backstory or some sort of flaw.
Yeah.
Which is hard because a large part of his backstory is him being raised to be the fearless, perfect warrior.
Wait a
Yeah.
second.
Like-
Well, everyone. I want it to be clear that everyone has a weakness because, in this campaign, it was like a lot of the characters don't have definite weaknesses, and where there are weaknesses, it's more like it's very RP heavy. Like for instance, Astra's short temper is very RP heavy, and
Erik has some
it never really
non-RP weaknesses, like
His character.
hitting things.
not
Like-
being able
like-
to dispel magic walls because
fucking-
he decides to dispel Astra being constricted or whatever instead of
Yeah,
actually just
because
destroying the
Astra
walls.
actually being able to fight is more useful in that particular case.
it literally would have only lasted 1 round, which is the really funny thing.
Exactly. Nothing like that would last a whole fight. But these walls last a whole fight.
Yeah, and the walls ended up not mattering too much anyways, besides Astra dying.
Okay, sure thing, buddy.
Sure thing, kiddo.
Okay, but here's the thing. Based on when Erik could actually take down most of the walls, most of the time it would have resulted in 1 or more enemies directly attacking and probably killing Erik. Like, the one wall, literally if I removed it, the only thing that would change is that Erik would now be trapped in there with the one guy.
Yeah.
And Dimble wouldn't be able to help.
Hmm?
I could try to go to where James was.
I like how Erik could have also dimension doored through the invisible wall. Not that you knew that though.
I mean, I couldn't have because I only had 2 spell slots. I used 1 on confusion early on, which ended up
Yeah,
being
you could have done it if you didn't use the level 4 dispel magic instead of the level 3 one. Which, funny enough, it didn't actually make any difference to how difficult it was to dispel, which is kind of weird. But yeah,
It didn't.
no,
I
not the end.
assumed you only asked that partially because it would make a difference.
It could have if the The wall was a level 4 spell, but no. I'll be right back.
Do you see Discord, Rob?
Yeah, I did. That is an interesting thing. Want to know what's better? Want to see? Well, I'm gonna make a sim that's better.
Okay.
Okay, Borneo will work for what I need to do.
Is it gonna be all Cowboys?
That would be an amazing season.
It would be. I like how Cowboy, Billy Garcia, and James in top 3. Mhm.
This will take a little bit to set up, but it will be worth it. Just you wait, my friend.
I like putting Bill Nye in my Sims. Bill Nye's a preset character.
I have one of my 2 tribes completed.
Anyway, I'm glad Astra didn't die. Am I right,
Yeah,
pal?
Astra dying would be bad.
Wouldn't be the worst thing, but I mean,
James would understand what Erik feels.
well, yeah, I mean, she did die. That's true, but she also came back to life, so she's now not dead.
She didn't. Astra pulled a trick and faked her death. Astra did a trick.
Like,
I'm back.
welcome back.
But yeah.
Dabo, do you want to see the real best Survivor season of all time?
I do. It's gonna be something really stupid.
No, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be It's gonna be all one character.
No.
I am going to call it a night.
Okay.
Dabo,
Good night.
Dabo, check that out. It's the best Survivor season.
Lime, your character flaw could be that she doesn't take things seriously.
Sounds right. Okay.
It's not all one character. It's 2 different iterations.
Oh no.
You should have put all 4 iterations.
No. Also, you're not supposed to know about the 4th time yet.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
All right. Goodbye. See you later.
Bye.